Hi, diddly ho, friendaloons. It's Rale again, and I'm here to Nintendo things. Today I'm joined by Misfit, the man who has issued bachals to all the CrossFit gyms in his local area.
Let's go.
As,
Okay.
and just making sure to do an audio check, are we both audible?
I can hear you on the stream. I can hear myself as well.
Wunderbar. Alright. So it's much less people than last time, but we're about to throw hands.
Hell yeah, we are. Let's throw those hands.
I really hope it doesn't make me... Okay, I don't have to refight the 3 bosses again. Or 4, it's 4 this year.
Yo,
I think
the Italian samurai.
it was those 2. And then went through. And I thought I beat all 4 of them already. I might have only beat 2. Well, first and foremost, we need to catch a bird.
Catch the bug. Hey, look, it's Woody Woodpecker. Oh my god. He pecks so well. We swear, we're not family friendly at all.
At all.
I outright refuse to agree to the stream unless I could be unfamily friendly.
There's a cheap pecker joke to be made here, but that's below me.
Make the joke. It is below you. You're a chicken after all. The most noble of all the chicken.
Specifically,
Now, whether or not...
and it's time for a quick lore
Really?
drop, I'm a Brahma chicken, which is
No
one of the
Brahma
biggest breeds. Yes, I literally have a shirt that says no Brahma drama.
It's amazing.
Oh no!
I went looking for it, and I found it. Like that's beautiful. I love it. I love that shirt. It's great.
So I managed to die already in less than 4 minutes. So entirely on brand.
Go and start the chicken killer. Gotta pick that block, you know. That just looks unnice. That just looks too
What the-
easy to make a joke about right now.
The koi pond. There's a heart on the other side. Okay, I was testing in a very poor way whether or not I could get away with popping out of the water and popping back in. Pretty sure. Oh no, there it is. I just go in there. Weep. Yay.
You got a moon.
Oh, it's a moat. It's a
You got a
koi
blood
pond
moon.
and a moat.
Hey, it's called multitasking.
Yeah, no, it's a solid design choice.
Now just put just put some killer woodpeckers in it. It'll be great.
Oh, hey, look at that. My curiosity is rewarded, and not with my own death this time.
How many times is that now?
I have only died once today.
I mean, with it being rewarded.
I mean, I was playing Dragon Age earlier today, and that's just reward the curiosity incarnate.
Or die terribly.
Or die terribly if you engage with something that's way beyond your level. But I'm playing Inquisition and I have a Knight Enchanter build. I'm immortal. Straight up. Unless it's so over leveled to me that it one-shots me, it will not put me down. Ow. Oh, they're little fireworks bombs. Nice. Theming is important. I swear these birds are based off of something, because everything
Woody
else here
Woodpecker.
is themed. It's not Woody Woodpecker, I know that much.
Wait. Those?
The... I don't know, I swear
No,
they're
that's fine,
themed
no.
off of some bird from, like, Shogunate, Japan. Probably just from Japan in general. But I don't know enough about Japanese wildlife to make that call. Oh, look. Oh, I love this detail. If you're possessing one of the enemies, the toads and stuff will be frightened of you. Pop. Mario, it was just you possessing that bird. Captain Toad's popular enough he actually got his own game. And it's a neat little puzzle
Nice.
solver.
I'm
Okay.
looking. I'm gonna go find out what they're based off of, because now I need to know.
Right. I was walking along these rooftops for so long, I got lost. But I found this power moon, so it's not all bad.
It would help if we knew what they were called.
I mean, just search Bowser's Castle birds in Odyssey. Oh, they're pheasants, apparently. Kiwi found it. She beat us to the Google Foo.
To be fair, she's better at it.
I mean, she's a scientist.
Tokios are peasants.
Pheasants, not peasants.
Oh. I was about to laugh my ass off for a second. Like, oh, that's commentary if there ever was one. Holy shit.
Oh, I screwed up.
I like the landing tweets. No!
Ah! Why?
Canoni.
Why do I have to be garbage at this game?
Yes, why must
Die.
you be garbage? Didn't you know you're supposed to know what you're doing?
Look, as I've said many
Have you tried
times.
poking that part on top of its head?
Oh! Oh my!
Yep.
Oh! That's 2 deaths. We need to create a counter for Rale killing himself in stupid ways. It doesn't count if I die to doing something smart. It's when I do something
Foxy?
stupid on accident that I have to count it.
Foxy, I conscript you to help with this one. I already know that you have a list running.
Huh. So if we look at chat, apparently the design was picked for the pheasants because it's more cute and chibi, which tracks with Mario game entirely. Yeah.
Tokyo artwork was either between peasants or cranes. The peasant designed one for yeah. Those of us joining us, thank you.
Indeed.
We appreciate your support.
Oh! Well, I deserve to die, but not today! Haha!
Not today, Satan. Or yesterday's. I don't know where to go with that one. I'm tired. Roof saved your money. Thank the God damn it. Foxy, why? Why, Foxy, why? Why terrible joke? Oh wait, crap, that reminds me. Hey, so what's the dad joke of the day?
Oh, I was gonna wait till we were later on and had more people, but today's
Oh,
dad
in which
joke.
case, just wait. Just wait then.
Okay, we'll wait. We need to wait till Storm Song gets here, because he did say he's gonna be showing up later.
Yeah, let's
So,
wait for him. That way we don't have to
yeah.
repeat it again later.
We can't say the dad joke without Daddy.
God dang it.
Oh, I have... Ow! Oh, how rude! I was betrayed. Come here, you. Huh. Eat. Well, that's not ominous at all.
Oh my God, it's Jack Black. Oh,
I am actually excited for that movie.
Too.
And really, anything with Jack Black, I feel, is at least worth a watch.
I mean, Mars Attacks was an amazing movie. Don't you agree?
I always forget that he was in that.
Everyone does. He uses that recognizable face that I like. That's Jack Black. Just didn't even know he was in the movie. He's like that man's in this movie. How old's this movie?
Aha! It was a quick double tap. Poke your nose by the great gate. Does this one do anything? Hey! Also, wait, it's a nose? That's concerning.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, that's the nose. It's you gotta think about it. It's a woodpecker.
I guess the beak and nose are one thing, but it's still weird to call it specifically a nose.
Yeah.
Alright. It is time to engage. We're gonna make Bowser Bowsor. the rooftop battle at the... Okay, that's good. I forgot they did this bit. You're too late. We're off to our wedding ceremony on the moon.
Yeah, no.
We forgot that the hat does punches.
Yeah, no. This is just gonna be fun thing with how it's worked.
So I'm pretty sure this is how we know that Bowser is a communist.
Oh my God, this is Princess Kaguya. Oh my God. Peach is Princess Kaguya.
Oh, that
Oh
track
my God,
that tracks
that's-
horribly.
I hate this.
Also, I'm
It's
pretty
so
sure
appropriate.
that Studio Trigger worked on this game. And And you know how I
Yeah,
know?
probably.
Because it's got giant robots and we're going into space.
Yes. Always. Hey, man. Don't underestimate the power of Gurren Lagann. Ever.
You keep launching your stupid bombs at us, and I'm gonna keep eating them back at you. You will learn your lesson one way or another. Okay, the music is excellent, though. Get styled on! No, none of that. Stop that right now. Damn it, me, stop being bad at the game.
Making bird noses from the longest. Kiwi birds are the only birds that have nostrils at the tip of their beak. Kiwi? Thank you. Thank you for letting me know this. I will abuse this knowledge to the best of my ability. One second.
Not today, Satan. Ow. Rude. Give me that. Oh, beautiful, lovely. Ow.
And let you focus. I'll respond to chat as they.
Oh, we've been joined by someone who has joined us.
Storm, you gotta announce that we're live. I can't do that. Storm's here, that's why.
Ah, Storm's
What's up,
here.
Storm?
Oh, sorry, I'm on push to talk. Yeah, because I don't.
That might be a problem.
Yeah, well, I didn't
Oh,
want
there
you
you
to
go.
hear me eating, so I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna go announce.
Yep, go have food.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so I died. So, par for the course. In this case, I blame Storm. I was distracted. This is totally why that went down. Yes, 110%.
Sure, it's not because you suck at the game. We swear. Hey, look,
Ow,
Princess
fuck.
Kaguya flew off again. Yeah, boy.
See, every time you say Princess Kaguya, all I can think is Kaguya-sama Love is War.
Hey, man, it's not wrong. You also gotta remember there was some other stuff going on with that stuff. It's great.
I mean, it's a very popular
look.
tale, and the Japanese really love making references to older stories.
Well, I like Tonikawa. That's why. If you know if you know about the Tonikawa series, then you know why I really like that series.
I actually do
So
not,
much I'll stand on broken legs.
or at least it's just not ringing a bell.
I
Okay.
love you to the moon and like yes, I think.
Oh,
Look it
okay,
up.
just
My brain-
stomp on the freaking bird right away.
I return with the
Some
announcements made.
Huzzah.
Thank you.
No, not again.
Nah, 1 second.
Give me
I
verb.
must keep doing this.
Verb get. Go down. So yeah, Storm, we're suddenly in a Studio Trigger anime because I'm fighting a giant mech, and we're about to chase Bowser to the moon. So we're going into space.
Of course.
Also, this is how we found out that Bowser is communist.
Pardon? Explain?
Wait, what?
He
What?
had to
That's
go
like
to the
me
one
again?
place where capitalism had not tainted everything. Space!
Moon. He went to space. But I thought we already knew the Nazis were in space. They have moon Nazis, man. The moon guy's there.
Do you know why so many movies make the Nazis go to space?
No.
Because Germany.
Ah. Terrible joke. But we now must get the joke of the day.
Oh yeah, Storm's here now. 1 sec, I don't want to actually get distracted and die again.
Yep, you take that.
Because I have to actually read that off of the little calendar that I've got. Come here, you.
About it. It'd be funny if you got a Kiwi to read it for you.
Sorry guys, 1 second. I just realized that, like an idiot, I was updating the stream title for my personal Twitch.
10 out of 10?
Would stream again.
Nope. Ah. To be fair, it probably isn't the best plan to be like, oh hey, we're going to start the stream today and immediately jump into a late game boss fight.
Bad joke Storm is here. Let's go. You. 5 mercenaries from how I remember it.
This part's easy enough that I will tell the dad joke. Over 5/4 of all people admit they are bad with fractions.
Oh!
Ow.
I don't want to give this to you. Gets crushed immediately. Kiwi, I agree. Ow. And Princess Kaguya is very sad.
Mech Warrior 5 is different from how he remembers it.
Remember?
Yeah?
Well, okay, so I've changed the title to Bowser Embraces Space Luxury Communism.
Luxury
Yes.
space communism.
I actually...
You got it in the wrong order again. How?
I wrote it in the right order. I said it in the wrong order.
So that we can find its fossil church. Oh,
Oh, how rude.
Even with the savage.
Okay, that's 2 down. And of course that drops that bit.
Oh wow, that is savage. Kiwi, you are truly as a goddess among men.
I mean, she's married to Rale, so.
It would take the will of a goddess to control this madman.
No, it takes the patience of a saint. The hell you talking about? I heard about how it used to be. It was beautiful. I remember the stories. They're funny as hell.
Okay, so Rale, I'm going to be in and out on this stream just because I have a kind of semi-time sensitive thing with another dude, so I'll be back in a short.
Life be like that sometimes, you're fine. Oh, rude. Run away, run away. Oh god!
The Pokebird, run! Run,
Ow.
Pokebird. It's a not to. Oh my god, not to.
I mean, they are actually probably based off the same bird, so yeah, that tracks. Ooh.
Well, it's basically you're playing as a Pokemon.
I am the Pokemon.
But God, I shouldn't have given you the credit for that. Oh my god. Mario, Pokio, not a lot of dip.
All right, one more.
We have 7 people now.
No. Me burb. Burb obtained.
Free birth is here, yeah. Someone turn on the Freebird so he can be the epic American jackass. Go.
Fire again, fire again. Nope, 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 you're gonna use those things. And I'm gonna take a damage. Go!
Oh, seriously. Poke out their eyes.
Ooh.
I do like the music in the background, though. That brings
no!
a smile to my
Bad
heart.
Rale. Die! There we go.
Oh my god, that was a buzzer beater. Don't do that. Oh my god.
Oh look, victory fireworks.
That's the last time you get fireworks.
And now they're dead. They were transformed into fireworks instead of constellations.
Ah, yes.
And they will never appear in another Mario game again.
Except for Raving Rabbits.
Do they appear in Raving Rabbids?
They look like rabbits, don't they?
They are not rabbits. Rabbits are different.
Then no.
We were one step
I'm trying
away
to
and
find our
Bowser
new
flew
schedules.
off to the moon. But we can chase
there's
after him in the
annoying.
Odyssey. Just throw me on that globe.
Phrasing. Okay, so we're ready for 4 hours. Cool. So it'll be
Kiwi. Rabbits are the KCMO gangsters.
These guys are in wisely. I'm trying. My brain's trying to wrap my head around that statement, and it doesn't want to at all.
Right, the Odyssey is complete and fully repaired. Now then.
Oh, we get to go home now.
No, we still have to rescue the ladies. Bowser's not getting away. We'll chase him all the way to the Moon Kingdom. Come on, let's save those two. Fly me to the moon to kick that dick bag in the face.
Let me see what slaughter's like on. Oh, gotta stop now. I don't know where I'm going with this anymore. We gotta think that oh my god, he can now get married because he's in the white suit.
Yeah, Mario got the swag.
He's ready to stunt on a man.
Oh look, a whacker is in the chat.
Whacker. What's up? Tough luck about your thing, man. I'm sorry.
I I just saw
Get your card
Storm's.
equal bad.
I just saw the notification Storm gave us, gave everyone for this stream, and it's just Rail streams Mario, nothing else. That's all you need to know. You all know what I'm
To
about.
be fair, we're not very consistent about your co-host. It's a revolving door of the mods, more or less.
I mean, you've been here for 2 of them. Storm's been here for all 3. And the only reason you
To
weren't
be
here for the
fair, I
last
have
one
to.
is because you had a con thing that you'd been excited about since before we started planning all this. And I'm not going to be like, oh
Yes,
no,
because
you have to cancel all plans and come watch me play Mario.
to be fair, what I did, I even still tuned in for a little bit on that one to say happy birthday, Kiwi,
So
and
I'm
to
aware.
give you a gift of hilarity and shitpost.
And
That
as
was
a note,
amazing. I wish I gotta track that stuff down again because if I can find enough of it, I will find a way to send it to you people.
oh, that is one cool thing I remember about this. There's lower gravity here, so we bounce higher.
Ah, Rale says I'd like to speak to your manager. Oh
So,
my god.
I have never carried anybody, but I have been the manager. I have actually gotten to be the person who's like, I'd like to speak to your manager. Good news.
So, someone asked me, "Hey, can I speak to a man who knows more about this?" Sure. Good news. How can I help you? That was back when I was a specialist at a store I'm not allowed to talk about on stream because we will get in a lot of fucking trouble.
Yep, nope. I worked for gas stations before and got to do that.
They aren't gonna sue you. Now, the corporation I work for, I still technically work for, would sue us because they're both, and they just got into a lot of trouble over stuff like this before. So,
No,
oh
I
my
can't
god, you
believe I
missed
got
it!
that on my first try. And lived.
Oh my god, you lived.
No, none of that. You stay over there.
Also, we already know Kiwi. You're the manager. We understand. What do you think we asked you to give the disciplinary action? It's not our job to do it. Especially with the bad dad joke.
The funny thing is, everybody always expects like, oh, she hates the dad jokes. Also, no, she started that.
Oh, I know she did. You told me about this. Also, wow, there's a snowball's chance that Hail Rail is getting better at video games.
Look,
Kiwi, you need to teach him better.
the Mario games are not my specialty. I picked this one because the theme for my streams is Nintendo stuff, and there's very few
What?
things more Nintendo than a Mario game.
I mean, if you find a way to play Custom Robo, you'll see me here for every single one of them because I love that series. That is an
Not
amazing
until they
game.
remake
I
it.
want
But
more.
hey, they're doing a remake of Baten Kaitos. There is a decent chance they'll do Custom Robo. I need to get back
I
over there
need
because there's a
Custom
thing.
Robo. Why did you beat up that cute, fuzzy, defenseless rabbit? It wasn't defenseless.
Yeah.
But you dare lie to us about that whacker. Vermin are never defenseless. They're just irritating.
Oh, well.
The Brahma tried to fly and failed.
Into the moon abyss.
You went into the moon's crack? My god, man. Get an ass first. That's rude. I do love the sound of him running around. It's just. It reminded me so much of how like old Mario sounded. It was amazing.
I mean, speaking of how old Mario sounded.
Oh my god. I always forget it's a strategy to get hit sometimes.
I mean, it's not supposed to be here. I'm just bad.
Oh, it still works.
Oh.
If you're bad and you get hit, it still works. It did not have huge pointy teeth. There were no bones. You lie. No rabbit is safe. We were taught this by Monty Python and warned by the man.
Oh, there we go. Bye. I got the moon though.
Die! Here goes all your money.
The game is at least nice enough that you don't lose your moon, so you can just suicide run.
Oh, Whacker. There was definitely bones there. They're just the sand upon which we walk now. They've been here for so long.
Dang it, Mario. It was 1 coin, really?
Yeah, you were about to die for 1 coin. That was funny. Never let it be said that Rale isn't frugal with his money.
The moon octopus. I am
I do hate.
decently frugal? How dare you?
But yeah, no, Kiwi. If I can find a way to get a hold of that, those photos again, I will forward some to you guys.
I would appreciate it. Specifically the ooh-woo one, because you
I
all
know,
know what
I
I'm
know.
about at this point.
Yeah, I know, because it suits you all too well. But you know, I'm just essentially. They actually have more than that. Those are just the 3 that had like colors that people could choose.
High
'Cause the
speed,
other
low
ones
drag.
are-
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the other ones are clear, which makes it very hard to tell what the hell they are. And when you show someone a clear liquid in a con, immediately everyone's very suspicious of you that day.
Mario eats Chipotle on the moon. Storm, you need to change the stream name.
Storm, where are you? Where are you, Storm? We need to give you and Whacker the ability to change the name. Was that a green Porygon in the background? Maybe. Who could tell? Surely not me. I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, no. Apparently there was a green Porygon in the background that we didn't notice.
Where?
I don't know. You have to ask him. You have to ask her.
It was probably not a Porygon.
Ah, Whacker, it's on the broken shit. Okay, Rale, do you not have permission to change the stream titles?
No. While I am a mod, I do not have. I am not one of the people with access to do the fancy stuff with the stream.
Who does? I can't remember.
Well, Whacker's one, but his computer is currently indisposed. We'll go with indisposed.
We're to put it that way for sake of brevity. We have statements for it.
There's a key
It looks
somewhere.
like tie wedding. Who was the other one that had it? I know someone else does, and I'm trying to remember who.
Oh, okay. Bye, Felicia.
It's Whacker, Storm, and I can't remember who.
I'm not good with names. I'm only remembering Whacker because he's here. And because he said something, too. I don't know why, every time I, see Hammer Bros, all I can think is, the, Poppy Bros from that, Dan yells in Game Grumps. Which I can't do, because I can't do that voice, but you know the one.
I know. I'm angry that I know.
No!
You about fucked up there. Did you just kick that man in the lava?
Yes. As is tradition in late Mario stages.
And look, it's playing Centipede. It's a really old game.
Yes, I am aware of what Centipede is.
For those who are young, games. Go look up the Atari. Enjoy hell.
I am in possession of an Atari.
I like Ataris. They're fun. They were a fun console. I looked at their controllers like, I like this. This was fun.
Oh God!
Oh! He said, oh yeah! Did that thing literally just come out of there like, oh yeah?
Yes,
They
I
kick
just
your
got
ass.
Kool-Aid manned by a giant bullet bill.
Love it!
Yeah!
Alicia. Invisibility buff.
Future's so bright. Oh, nope, there I go.
Nope.
Oh.
No.
Oh, that's just
No.
cruel, really, game? You're not even
No.
just gonna, like, insta-burn me?
No. Suffer.
Big oof.
And from the beginning again.
I mean, this part's not that bad. And I know what's coming this time.
Bad.
Can't stop me now.
He's Rocket Man.
Wow.
Embrace Rocket Man. Return to origin. Up.
Ah!
Bye, Felicia. The music's too epic for this game.
Also, I
Hey,
just
look.
realized something.
He's trying to get a mom.
I just realized something,
Yes,
though.
it does.
Since we're on the moon, it's no longer magma, it's Moonga.
Someone hurt him. Please, someone slap him. For all his good, slap this man. Please. Oh my god.
It's also what they call comics here.
A manga. A moonga.
No! Oh no. Well, there we go. Bye!
Die.
Die for my sins.
Yes, the Sims of Moonga.
Look, man, I work from home. I actually
Sure,
don't
Rale
do that
can't
much
drive
driving.
either. Whacker, that's not confirmed yet. We haven't played Need for Speed.
I mean, we can play Mario Kart at some point if we get more people who have Switches. It supports up to 8 players, so... We can
I
throw
might get a
hands.
Switch just to play Mario Kart. Just to throw hands at this point.
Yep.
Hey look, they're molders.
Victory! We. Oh god. You killed my babies!
Oh god! It's Honey Boo Boo's mom.
You do the voice this time.
No! Hell to the no! Get Kiwi. Get Kiwi. Kiwi could probably do this voice better than I could. My voice hurts.
Do you remember me? You were ever so rude to me back in the Cascade Kingdom. In fact, you were quite rude to all my darling Broodals, which is why we're all here now. Now, I do believe it's lunchtime for my newly powered up Chain Chompykins. Oh god.
Okay. So, just to let you know, before... Okay, little rewind of the chat. It's Thick Rabbit, Foxy. Mom has words from Daddy. Mr. No Talk, do the thing. Go, Rail, go, Foxy. That was hilarious. He can't breathe.
Ow.
You might want to check on your wife.
She's still shaking. She's still good.
Kiwi, that was great. You dead, son. Hey, I called it Honey Boo Boo's mom. You ain't gonna get me to do that voice. You get in enough trouble with women as it is. I ain't extending it to fictional ones. Oh, Kiwi's alive. I just realized it would be a fun challenge. Watch Rale play Mario with Laughing Gas.
No. Okay, that should be good.
Let me officially say, do not do this. That was the joke, for those who didn't know. Don't get nitrous oxide. You will hurt yourself.
Oh dear God. Speaking of almost hurting myself.
Oh no, you about jumped into the lava.
Yeah.
Rail, suicide's not the answer. Those aren't chinks because she's alive. It's the last movement of death. Oh my God. Hit the puppy. Good flag.
Yeah.
Rigor mortis.
Bam. And now they're all dead.
Sometimes your puppers a bunch of hats. Lots of... Hey, Rail, you know what you need to do?
What?
Give your corgi a bunch of hats.
The problem is he won't keep the hats on. He is averse to clothing in general.
Give him a bunch of hats then.
He gets a lot of pets. He has his actual resting spot. He has a dog bed by my feet. And so he's down there right now, and he just gets rubbed with the foot every once in a while.
He's kind of high maintenance, like Rail. Oh my God, Whacker, no.
I am actually
Hey,
not
Foxy,
high
can you confirm?
maintenance.
Foxy, care to weigh in? Can you confirm? You're gonna go confirm Rail is high maintenance. Whacker, don't start this. Don't start this.
She's
Web of
typing
lies.
rapidly. Vigorously.
She's angry. Feed and don't water out. Nine.
And now,
Wait.
Frog.
What is he? A gremlin? Is he a mogwai?
No,
The
I just have
hell?
sleeping troubles, so if you feed me after midnight, I have to get up in the middle of the night, and it sucks. Because I have to pee.
If you feed me, I have to pee after midnight. dives in fucking flying sidekicks Bowser in the face. Hey, look, you got the moon. How is Mario breathing with magic?
It's the Mario world, man. It's
The
a
hell?
me, mod. Wait,
Paper bag of air.
why is
Video game
everyone else
playing.
here and not doing anything?
Now help me. My question is, what the fuck is he trying to do with that ring? Paper bag of air. Yeah. No, Felicia. Not again.
Bump.
It looks the moon crack again. Oh my god. No. No, Tom, no, no,
Crashing the
no.
wedding, Mario? That's
Hold
tacky,
on for a second.
even for you. Really? This
Hold
mother
on for a second. Read chat.
four-letter word ring?
Because in this key, that ring could be like
10 years of salary. Ah, banana phone.
ring, banana phone. God.
Also, your outfit
you're
isn't halfway fancy enough for the occasion. Not that it matters since you weren't invited. Bro, you're wearing the same thing, but with
I just wear it better.
cleats, I guess. Get ready, Mario.
Okay, no. Actually, Kiwi had the right
Here's
answer.
your happily ever
Wait,
after.
it's not
And
cleat,
immediately
they're
get booped
booties.
because I looked at chat.
Yeah, they're booties. Bowser's just wearing booties, you know? Oh my god! Combat fashion, go! Punch. Off at. I didn't know this was an SCP game. It's the combat hat.
Oh. Oh!
Scared you yet? And on that day, No Talk was never allowed to scream. Yeah, No Talk, we might have to have questions for you if you ever want to stream. Who the fuck is he ripping his shell off?
Oh, nope, there we go. Okay.
And you die. Blacker,
Pro tip.
stop.
I need to use the bathroom. I went to the bathroom before the stream started, but I've drank too much tea today.
Bio
I'll
break
be
people.
right back. Keep
Bio break everybody.
keep the stream entertained.
Another word for a rooster, a male chicken. But Whacker, be careful. You know someone's dumb enough to put the actual answer there. Kiwi? You know the answer. There you go. There. No confusion anymore, is it? And Whacker, the problem is that Twitch does not care. We can give them context, but they won't listen. So, everybody, any questions so far? Da-da-bop, ba-da-bop,
Okay,
ba-da-bop-bop. There he is. We just
round
need more.
two.
Okay, so Whacker made Kiwi realize what the hell he was talking about. Cause like that's the correct answer, you degenerate. It's like, oh shit. What's a four-letter word for male chicken? Hey, Rail got it. We're all degenerates here.
I mean, it's my
You're
avatar.
not wrong, Kiwi. You're not wrong. I mean, I could just call it Rail.
Cluck.
Cluck, cluck, motherfucker. And it's fighting with that.
Oh yeah, he does the stupid
It's
fire
heck
breath.
warfare.
Oh
Jump.
no! Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, you
okay.
don't have enough health. Holy shit.
Yep. And I have no idea how to get more for this. Oh, like that. Meh.
Oh god.
Worse. Oh. Come on, I'm gonna need to refill my health. If it lets me do it. We'll just keep fighting. Oh, that was dumb of me.
That was very dumb. Don't fuck
Whoa.
up. Die and he'll get more health. Captivated.
Oh, screw you, game. I hit that. He's not wrong. I do get more health. Wait, no. I know what's wrong. I know why I'm having so much trouble with this boss.
Oh no. To pay for it. See, 3 hearts. Why are you having so much trouble? Explain.
Moment. We're about to fix this issue.
Oh my god. I didn't know you were Sonic. Holy shit. What did you miss?
Nope.
Failure. So many folders. You're not wearing the sombrero? Oh
It
my
is
God.
time.
Sombrero. Wait, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense for the conversation that they have. You have a fancy out. Oh my god. Go through the entire conversation this time. Don't skip it. Just have. I want this highlight to be there. It'll be amazing. Oh god. When there's a pool party at 5 o'clock and a wedding beforehand.
I might actually die from that. Yep, there we go.
Goodbye.
Oh, and all the way back here. There should be a shop somewhere. Oh well.
Like with everything, we must go find the shop. It's time for shopping! Rale can't be fabulous if he doesn't have his
Ow.
threads, man. You gotta get some new threads. Moving around at the speed of sound. Oh, that reminds me. So, what is the most what is the most anime thing you can see happening in a anime convention? Because I have an answer for this.
I mean, that
Oh my
entirely
god,
depends on
Chipotle.
what genre of anime we're talking about.
Well, this is for like karaoke. What is the most meme-worthy song you can sing at an anime convention that
I'd say
everyone
the
would know?
little butterfly one.
Nope. Sonic.
I mean,
Escape from the City.
well, yeah. Do you not
When you get
remember when I
500
made that
people to
joke at
sing
the
it
very
in
beginning
time.
of all this? It's literally like the second thing I did.
No, I don't. I don't remember anything. My memory's pretty short, you know this.
Ooh. Lava pillar. Ow. I keep forgetting the lava pillars there.
I must go get more.
Oh, what the? I hate dry bones so much. Oh, that's oddly convenient. Wish I would have realized that the first time. Oh well. Nope, not what I wanted. There. Bomb. Ooh. climb through all that crap. Backflip. We're gonna wait for Misfit to come back, and then we're going to throw hands again with Bowser, wearing the proper attire. Nope, nope. No. No. Wait a minute, I just realized I probably just need to throw the hat at that spike. I do like that they bring back the frog from the very first area for this part. And in an area where the frog honestly has probably some of the best utility. There we go. That was it. Just gotta hold it. Yeah. Moon. And this is why Rale needs a co-host. No.
Did you just get back to the fun place?
I mean, I've been here for a while. I was waiting on you.
Yep, back. Sorry. Yes, space moon wedding. Well, the
Okay.
honeymoon for a reason. You have probably ascended properly, my son. Damn it, Kiwi. Reached for the stars and found her rock. So, need to ask for sacred vanilla choir.
So not
Hey,
only...
hey, Misfit had a mile break. Fuck off. The factor revs with the hell and you can't see this. Okay,
All right.
let's enjoy. Now you're more competent because you wouldn't got health.
Yeah, no, I've got an extra health bar now.
Good. Breakdown's alive.
He is.
He's very late.
I love how the hat tries to help you fly and then fails. Mario, no, indeed.
No. Mario, no. I have to go back and watch the VOD on this because I want to see it. I want to see what he says. I want to see the conversation of. I'm gonna make a clip for that.
Crashing the wedding, Mario? That's tacky even for you. Also, yeah, it's the same voice. It's the same line. No special line for showing up in your underwear.
Damn it. No, he's in. Oh, he's in Louisiana. Cool. Breakdowns in Party City. Battle hat, go. It's Pop Top.
You've heard of Battletoads.
You heard of Battle Tops? Battle hat, go. Need some damn sertraline or something. Oh my god, you didn't die this time.
Little crispy.
I had to change it. I had to. Oh. Jump. I didn't know Knockout had a Bowser level. I didn't know we were playing Knockout.
It's the backswing that gets me. Oh.
So it doubles up every time you beat him. So yeah, no, it's gonna suck. Oh god! Evil hats. Hey, look, back to full health this time. Breakdown. He's fighting Bowser. Kiwi. No, don't.
What'd you say? I can't read it right now.
I can't top that.
Oh! Piss off!
Oh my god! Ah, got cat.
Hun, I need a high five for that.
Breakdown.
No.
I'm gonna let you know. You just got hit with an auto mod thing.
Oh lord, moon rocks.
You get it this time. I'm not giving it to you again.
The term pervert is apparently a
Yeah.
bullying?
Yes, it is, and that's what confused the ever living hell out of me.
I feel like that should be more calling someone out for saying things that they shouldn't. Alright, now, this is awesome.
You gotta remember.
How do we get out?
You don't? Oh my
Which was
god!
this Bowser?
This is terrifying. I'm scared. Oh my god, he's in Bowser. Peaches and cream. Kiwi, why? Why do you have to say that? Peaches and cream. Listen, she said yes. Consent was given. Get the princess safe. Go, go, go. Why is everything turning to gold? I didn't know you were. I didn't know you became King Midas at this point.
It's the moon. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Oh.
How? 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 How?
I love that the
No.
sprite still has him riding. Oh no, there we go.
Made a moon landing. Kiwi, get the camera. Both of you, stop it. You are cursed. Stop that.
Wah. All I want out of this is for Bowser to say Yahoo.
Yahoo! 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 The Bobby Yahoo!
Oh!
No! Kiwi, that's very accurate. It is Tetris in reverse. Hey, Rale, you really suck at reverse Tetris, man.
I mean, I used to be able to get to level 99 the hard way on the Game Boy Color Tetris.
To be fair, I used to play that old game that was basically, what was it? It was called Hacker. It was what blocks tumbling down like a pipeline. You had to make sure everything matches. Whacker, if you're the one doing it, no one else doubts. Your doubt doesn't matter if no one else agrees. We don't have enough people here in chat to do the press F to doubt. Press I to ignore. Move faster. Oh my god, no, no.
Nah, it's cutscened.
Raid. Rage channel legend. Hey look, he's King Midas now. Oh yeah. The
Music!
fuck? The fuck? Oh my god.
It's not gold, it's cheese.
What is this song? We're gonna get copyright strike for this.
Probably. Oh yeah, I have to hit the outside pillars. Boom.
Oh no.
Look, if it's as part of the playing the game, I don't think we can get copyright strike for it. That would be
But, like,
horrifically unfair on Nintendo's part, considering it's like, I'm just playing their game. They're the ones who put it in here, not me.
it wouldn't be Nintendo striking. It would be whoever licenses the music. And Twitch. Make more cheese, go! The moon is made of cheese, and carrot, and cream. That's cursed.
Cubic feet. Move.
Go.
I hit move. I'm hitting. Game. Oh, I have to hold it. That's why.
As a charge, oh my god.
Yeah.
Kiwi, he painted your mech.
Nice. Or at least he found the color. Oh no. So, for those who are in the aux, if you check the BattleTech spamming chat, you'll see a Keg Urban Mech, the Kegger mech that Kiwi made.
I remember that one. I remember that.
She made that yesterday, and
I
I have sent it to Dux, and he told me that apparently he is looking for the files to be able to make a 3D print of one. There's much hype.
Text. We send it to text. It's like, hey, we found your favorite mech.
I thought he
The
doesn't drink
Kegger mech.
anymore.
He doesn't.
And this is the scene that inspired the Bowsette stuff. Because after all that, she turns them both down. And then Bowser
Oh,
pulls
yeah.
out the crown.
I forgot about that.
And she just leaves us behind.
Yep.
Wait, no, it's...
This
Wait,
is
she
her.
really does just leave us behind!
Yeah. Mr. Mario Bros. Oh my god, that's wrong. You spotted
Oh!
everything. Oh my god. Oh my god, I need to know what that song is. It gives you the Jimmy Neutron vibes.
Alright, that is Mario Odyssey. There is actually a post-game that I will poke out a little bit today, and we'll do that for the rest of today's stream. And then next week, I have to pick a new Nintendo game.
We have another 3 hours.
Yep. We have another 3 hours to explore the post-game, but I know for a fact
Well,
I'm not
2.5.
good enough to complete the post-game. I can't 100% this game.
To be fair, we don't have that much. We don't believe you're that good of a gamer.
There
So,
are
go
some
ahead and
games
give
that I
that
can
back.
100%. Mostly JRPGs. So that being the case,
Like
we've got a
Final Fantasy
couple of
next.
options. I have...
We're gonna play Final Fantasy.
Whacker, I do not possess Metroid Prime. I was about to suggest Metroid Dread. Metroid Dread is an option, but I am arguably even worse at that game than I am at this game.
Metroid Prime. That was a crap movie.
I do
That's
not...
a crap move by Princess Peach. What? What? Whack! Breakdown. Are you having a stroke? What?
I'm pretty sure that Breakdown is on his phone, and so he's having some trouble typing. So we've got Metroid Dread, so watch me be real bad at a game. We've got Xenoblade Chronicles 2, also known as JRPG with systems upon systems upon systems upon systems
Hold
the
up.
game.
I can't hear you at all. We need to turn the game down.
Oops. Give me a moment. Do-do. Better?
Yeah, now we can actually hear you.
Okay, so...
All I was hearing is like burn. It's like, oh god, I know he's talking. I can't hear him.
So, Metroid Dread. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, I believe. Yeah, that's the one I have is 3. The stories are not interlinked. Each Xenoblade Chronicles is its own game. There's some stuff that is like nods to the previous games, but nothing really hard. Like you have to have played the previous games. It's pretty much each is its own game. It's a JRPG and it's systems upon systems upon systems. The game. Um,
Yes.
the first two were kind of waifu collectors. This one's you have your set characters and you collect outfits for those characters.
Wait. You're forgetting Xenoblade Chronicle X.
I am not in possession of that.
I'm sad because
Um,
those aren't waifu collector games. That was a I have battle mechs.
if we
Finish
can
me.
get enough people together for it, I'd like to have at least 4, but as many as possible.
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart, yes. We could do a single stream of Mario Kart. We don't have the ability to put on vote things. Well, it would be too many
No, we
options
don't.
to vote. So now the frogs are all around the moon rocks.
The cheese.
Um,
The wonderful cheese.
I'm not going to do Breath of the Wild, specifically
Ooh.
because Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out in May, and that'll be the Zelda game I want to play, and I don't want to tap myself out on playing Zelda stuff before that comes out, if that tracks.
Okay, so I'm trying to keep track. What does Nintendo have these? We could do. Wait, no, you're already doing that on your own, so we're not going to make you wipe that save. Uh,
Doing what?
I was going to say Pokemon Violet.
I could do
Scarlet and Violet.
Violet using a different profile. I could make a specific stream profile to do games on.
NMS?
So you mean Link to the Past? That is an option, but again, I don't want to I don't want to make myself salty about Zelda. And yes, I know it's
Yeah.
a fairly different Zelda, but Zelda is Zelda, and they all kind of scratch that itch for me. So Zelda on the SNES eventually one day, but not for our next game.
Let's do this. Zelda is planned for the future.
Yeah, Zelda is not
Now,
until after Breath of the Wild 2, and I get my fill of that. Because otherwise,
what
I'm
other
just going to
games
be
do we have?
tormenting myself of wanting to play Breath of the Wild 2. And yeah, no, I don't want to get whipped with the hype train.
I'm trying to think. What else? What other games are there? Do they have currently?
Here.
Oh, that helps a lot, actually. That helps so much more.
So
Like,
Rails game list. Metroid Dread, I've got Octopath Traveler 2. I've got 1. I've got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I've got Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Fire Emblem Engage, Fire Emblem Three Houses, Pokemon Shield, Pokemon Violet. We could do Arceus, actually, because I don't feel bad
we
about
really
deleting my
could.
save for that.
We could. What's the next one? Wrote down real quick.
Animal Crossing. We could do Pokemon
Okay.
Snap. That's very chill.
There's always Snap.
Kiwi
I'm trying to.
apparently wants to do Arceus, and if she
I'm trying
wants
to
to
see
stream
the.
on here, I may leave that to her.
That might be for the best. So that one, yeah, it's suicide if you fight your wife on that one.
We've got Kirby in the
Okay.
Forgotten Land. Um,
Dragon Age.
what? Dragon Age? What?
Dragon Quest. Sorry, I'm
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to read it in
that's
words
that's
very
Dragon
tiny.
Quest. Dragon Quest is multi-platform, which is the only reason I won't play it on here. Fire Emblem, which one? Three Houses or Engage? Because I have both.
We could definitely do Untitled Goose Game. Let
Also,
Rail be a goose.
that would be a special one-time stream because that game is like 4 hours long, and that would be in me and Kiwi doing a special stream together.
What I would say is this: let's go through your one shots for a bit that you could probably finish in one stream or two.
The ones I could finish
And
in one stream or two. It's really just pretty much Goose Game and technically Mario Kart.
okay, so let's go with next. So three. Well, actually, what's the one right below this
Oh,
one? Neo. We can always
Neo,
do
The
Neo.
World
No
Ends
one
with You.
does
That's the
Neo.
sequel to The World Ends with You.
No one does Neo ever. No one ever does Neo.
We could do
They
that.
made an anime series, and no one fucking knows the game.
Right. So for now, that gives people ideas, but we will also discuss this with the other people who are streaming and try and make a decision. But I did see someone was interested in Fire Emblem. Wacky, you're saying no weeb games, and you're the one who was like, I love TTRPGs, play Fire Emblem. And you're like, no weeb games. I'm sorry. Good sir. Fire
Weebs
Emblem
aren't
is the
the
second
butt of
weeby.
this.
Correction, Fire Emblem is the third weebiest game I have on the Switch. First is
We
absolutely
have to
Xenoblade
remove.
Chronicles, and second is Disgaea.
I love how he says that, and then everyone's like, "What chat are you in, sir?" Excuse me, sir. I think you are in the wrong area.
I am tempted
This
to do
entire
Fire
stream.
Emblem for one reason and
Do
one
it.
reason
Fucking
alone,
do it.
and that is because Storm is doing Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced, or not
Oh
Advanced, the
yeah,
original.
no,
So
it
I
has
could
to
be
do it.
like,
Yeah,
and this is a good tactical RPG, and just throw hands
do
and
it.
sass Final Fantasy the whole
Do
time.
it. Do it. Just go ahead and do it.
That is
I'm
getting a
all for
distinct
it.
maybe.
I'm gonna go with maybe for either of the Fire Emblems because I've never seen Three Houses, so I would be. And since I'm usually here with, since I'm slotted to be here with you on these days, yeah, no, it'd be a good idea to like let me to like teach me Three Houses. I was told all about it, couldn't play it. I could
So
never get all
my
of a Switch.
so from that sounds we're leaning towards and it looks like Breakdown also hasn't seen anything Fire Emblem. So we are leaning towards Fire Emblem Three Houses being the next game
Xenoblade
if we
Chronicles
don't do.
is another thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm back, baby.
Welcome back, Storm. So
We're
we're
back.
trying before I hop into the
We're
post
back
game because I
so
beat
late.
Bowser. We're trying to decide what to do for the next game, and I would like to, if we can get enough people, to next week do the Mario Kart 8. Everybody throws hands.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Yep. Other than
Engage
that,
some feels. Oh my god.
if we're
Oh
doing
my god.
if we're doing Fire Emblem on stream, we're doing Three Houses first, especially because
Okay.
not everyone has seen Fire Emblem. Engage is too much homage to previous Fire Emblem games, so
I've played Fire Emblem games. I've just never played Three Houses.
yeah. So it's going to be after we do Mario Kart 8 next time, one way or another. Now, it's pretty much been a top up between Three Houses, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and Metroid Dread.
In Metroid Dread. But yeah, no, Rail kind of wants to throw hands about Final Fantasy Tactics and a good TTRPG.
Oh my.
and a
But for
good
now,
anime RPG. But yeah, time to figure out. These are
Storm,
great.
you're back just in
Yes.
time. I need a hat voice.
So calm, so peaceful, like our trip to the Moon Kingdom was all a dream. But good thing it wasn't, because we saved our two dear friends. That fucking nightmare is over. Hooray for us!
If only you knew.
But I've liked our travels so much, I don't want our journey to end. I mean, there's still so much to do, so many hats you need to meet. And I bet if we collect even more power moons, we'll be able to travel somewhere new. So our trip is far from over. One more hooray, I say. Fuck yeah!
Okay.
But for
Let's head
starters,
up to the bitch's castle.
let's head up to the bitch's castle.
All
I
right.
say this for a reason. Rail, explain to him what
Oh,
happened.
I've seen
please.
the ending of Mario Odyssey. I
Yes.
know.
She tried to leave us behind. Oh Lord.
Yeah, no, she's a bitch now for that. Forever, and always.
But yeah, no, you missed it because what ended up happening was I was getting stomped repeatedly by Bowser, and then switched to the sombrero and underwear, and proceeded to beat him first try.
That man won the way he started with this stream. With a sombrero and a dream. Why do you want the Luigi hat? He's the worst, but bro. I gotta be quiet now. I will cause problems. Veils before males. Kiwi, Kiwi.
I'll allow
I
it.
want to let it go. I don't want to get in trouble for it.
If she's a woman, she's allowed to use that word.
Oh
The
yeah, I do
issue is
love.
that Twitch doesn't care.
I know.
Yeah, no, I
We're
do
gonna get
love
in so
that
much
for
trouble.
this
The
world
storm.
only, the moons are stars, but they still call them moons because it's the
Okay.
Mushroom Kingdom.
Yes.
The Mushroom Kingdom? The Moonshroom?
We are not doing the Minecraft stream yet.
The Moonshine Kingdom.
The Moonshroom
Yeah.
Kingdom.
But yeah, sorry about the delay. I was helping a friend set up for online D&D game, and he has sight problems, so
Yeah, no, that's fine.
sort of navigating him through computer stuff, which is really cool because he's a really great role player. So I'm excited to have him.
Good.
Ah,
I hope it goes well.
we wanted to change the name of the stream because we found a better one. It was Mario eats Chipotle on the moon.
That will be the name of the Mario Kart stream.
I don't think there's a moon map in Mario Kart.
Looks like Mario Kart.
There's Rainbow Road, but
Our chili implements are rated in. Oh my god. Yes, Kiwi. Yes, they're too X-rated.
Oh my. Guarding in different area codes. Whacker, you madman. Yeah, sadly, Whacker could not join us today because his computer went boom boom.
Worldwide tillage. Pain of Road is in fact on the moon. No, it's in space. You can't convince me otherwise.
As a brony, I support this.
But yeah, no, quite literally, this gets it's. You know what's gonna happen is that we're gonna have to make. Okay, when's the Stardew Valley stream?
Eventually?
I will
I
100.
know,
Okay, so
I know what we're calling it.
my Stardew Valley game for PC is actually already set up to handle more than 4 players. It actually is currently set to I think 10, and I can turn that up.
You know what? I will go get Stardew Valley. One second, I'm gonna go do that right now while I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Before I forget.
And
Because
then
Stardew Valley is always good.
you know what that means,
It's
Storm.
good
You're
to
gonna
laugh
have to
again.
schedule a Stardew Valley stream for everybody to join in on.
Oh dear.
Well, we're gonna make butter. But the crabs.
Oh yeah, we do need to make butter for the crabs, don't we?
Yeah, and that would be a good time because then we can also make beer, beef, steak, pork, zombies. Zombies.
Can't make
And
zombies.
it's only
in
like 15
Stardew.
bucks, so it's not bad.
It is probably one of the best values per
These games.
dollar in gaming right now, even at full price.
I know, I like it. And it's also very small,
I have
which
bought
means
that
I
game
don't have to
4
worry about this.
times.
I am buying this game now. Those who wish to join that have been cleared by the Ox streaming company, let me know if you need someone to send it to you.
Yep. Storm knows everyone's schedule, so he'll handle getting as many people as possible in that stream.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But I now have it. You know what? If we can't sort out HAL radios, we'll do we'll do it with creating Butter Farm.
Oh no.
You know how to make beer in that game? It's great.
Yep. The name of the stream, if we do Stardew Valley, is "It's so fucking peaceful."
You need more violence. Misfit finds peace.
I mean, Stardew does let you do violence.
I know, but so the thing is this: is that it'd be the one time you guys would ever see me play a very peaceful game.
Mhm.
It's very rare to see me like advocate for peace. You'll see me advocate it when it comes to farming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I will fight
So
you
let's
for
see,
my
we can
cows
go
and my
all the
chickens and
way
my
through now.
wonderful cat girl.
Praise
And
Tharmacool.
when we get to 250 moons, we unlock the last
Breakdown.
world.
Breakdown. I'm not that mean when it comes to Stardew Valley. I know I advocate for war crimes more often than not, but usually those are in games where war crimes are the norm. And or Arma 3 is being played. But
I mean, I think the
yeah,
only war crime you can do in Stardew Valley is blowing up your teammates by not warning them you're dropping a bomb.
yeah. I'm not that mean. I don't drag people into those dungeons.
Awful news, Mario! Princess Peach has gone missing again. She packed her suitcase happy as can be and walked off. We can't find her anywhere. Where is she?
Oh my god, she ran off with the hats again.
At
She and the
least,
Hat Princess eloped.
Are
at
No,
you
least,
saying that she went to Hatmandu?
no, not Hat Man, but Hat Woman.
Yeah, but Hatmandu, the country of Hatmandu.
Maybe. Honeymoon. I already said this. The search for more iridium. God damn it. Funny this is not his. Oh, yeah.
eh,
No, we aren't saying she ran off with Luigi. Because if that's the case, Bowsette will become a real thing in this game. For fairness, this man has suffered.
No, she ran off with Adam from Metroid.
I don't even know who you're referring to anymore.
Adam is the from the chronological time period of Fusion onward, the mechanical voice that tells Samus to do things.
Okay, I want to do you this fun little favor that I don't understand Metroid. I refuse to ever learn it.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts my brain too much to think about. Hey, look, it's racist stereotype. The head.
What I'm saying is that she ran off with the robot.
An AI.
Yeah,
She ran off with male Cortana. Got it.
actually, that's not inaccurate. Adam is basically Cortana for Metroid,
yeah, he's a scan of her original commander from when she was in the military.
and he was supposed to be used to monitor her by the Federation, but then ended up betraying them because he actually gave a damn about her.
Because the brain scan remembered who it was. And then Metroid Other M happened, and...
Breakdown. I'm gonna stop you right there. In all honesty,
Unfortunately,
it's
it actually
Luigi and
is.
Daisy that are cabin.
Wait,
No,
Princess...
it's Luigi and Daisy. They have not agreed on the Rosetta. I think Rosaline, whatever the fuck her name is.
Rosalina.
Yeah, they have not agreed on who her father is.
We had this debate the other day in a different thing of who's the best princess in the in all of Mario.
Not Peach.
And
Not
as
Peach,
a Daisy
or
main in
Rosalie.
Smash Brothers, oh, I see. That's tricky. As a Daisy main in Smash Brothers, it's Bowsette.
Mm-hmm.
I like it because that has they have a great song for that. I love that princess. She's great. Hey, if she's gonna break me in half, I might as well enjoy it.
Kiwi, if you mean Birdo, that is not a princess.
Depends on how you mean princess.
Oh, nope, there I go again.
That is a monster.
That is a
I think.
man wearing a bow.
Yeah, Birdo is canonically male.
I don't know what to do with this information. I'm gonna stop. Keyword
And
there is
hey,
women.
if men want to wear bows, that's on them. That's fine. Just be aware.
I'm gonna say this right now. I'm not commenting because I will get us all in trouble for that statement.
And I love you for it.
Look, knowing when to shut your mouth is a valuable skill.
It's the closest thing to adulthood any of us could really hope for.
Especially when
Hey,
Misfit's involved.
I am very adult. Thank you very much.
Hey, look, it's a firing
Oh.
squad.
No.
It's the Finboy firing squad. They're coming after Rale again.
I'm done here.
Daisy runs off with Solid Snake. Yes, 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 she does. That or she finally agrees that Luigi's the better brother.
Yoshi better be on top of this dang castle.
You know, I thought you were about to say Yoshi better be on top with regards to our discussion of which princess ran off with who.
Hey, wait, there's Yoshi. There's Yoshi. I
One
was
sec.
about to say, it's like, what are we doing with the Yoshi? Explain.
No, the reason that's important is because in Mario 64, he was on top of the castle, and I was never able to do that because, again, I am not good at these games.
Terrible. You suck at platformers. Understood.
Generally, yes.
Which is why we shouldn't play Metroidvania. We should not play any kind of Metroid game.
I'm pretty sure
I
I
just
can
realized
beat Metroid again, because I beat it
you should play
before.
Castlevania then.
I do not possess Castlevania. And also, I don't remember the last time a Castlevania game was actually released. Okay, so
Metroidvania
it is
is
very important.
Metroid is Castlevania with extra parts.
We have Yoshi. There's something we must do.
No! That's so mean.
Why did I know? Why did I know do that? What do you? Oh, Iden's doing Castlevania. Okay.
Yep. Now, I might at some point stream Blasphemous, which is kind of a recent addition to the Metrovania genre, and probably I would say a worthy inheritor to Castlevania.
Wait. Did you just possess a rocket?
Yes. The hat has the ability to give anything a mustache. Anything.
That implies the rocket's alive.
Even Rale?
I have a mustache.
I mean, I have a beard, so.
I mean, yes, but it's not really a nice thing to say about the woman you married.
I don't have a wife, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what a beard is. If never mind.
That's what we're gonna stop that right now. That I'm trying to ignore the statement. Understand this right now.
Storm is now on several death lists.
I'm trying to keep us from getting in trouble, man. I really am.
Hey, look, remember, Tex sold crack for in a game for kids.
No, he didn't sell it. He made it.
The cocaine is for the children.
It's still better than
Hey,
4Kids
cocaine.
TV.
Wait. Are you just putting? Wait. Both his eyes are full. Oh my god, he's cross-eyed. Shit. No. Let's go. You've really memorized his face. Oh my god. A little bit lower.
Oh, you know, that's something we should watch on the Aux at some point.
What?
The entirety of Mario Warfare.
Wait, run that by me again.
Mario
Explain.
Warfare. Okay, so Mario Warfare is a YouTube series that was made by a college student who was working on like their
63 points.
Their senior thesis, I think, for their senior project for the film school. And so they did a fully
got it.
Yeah, they did a fully choreographed action movie, low budget, of course, but like with actually good choreography of Mario as a what do you call it? Mario as like a Call of Duty type of game.
Okay, 1 second. So I'm gonna tell you.
Hold up.
Look in the.
Gentlemen, I need to
Look in
offend
chat.
all the Welsh people.
Yes, you do. Do it.
Done.
Farewell.
Goodbye, wife.
I loved that sheep.
So did the Welsh.
Angry Mormon noises intensify.
Oh yeah, fun fact. That's the funny part. The entire point behind that is that it would cost less. It was
The penalty
you were punished less for effing the sheep than you were for stealing it.
Yeah. So yeah.
Loreman is having problems. Just leave him alone for now.
Actually, it seems like he's doing somewhat better. He was online the other night, so at least something's
Good.
improving. So yeah.
Hey, they need to get a girlfriend. Let them be taller.
Yes.
You can take me higher.
You gotta remember that. Also,
Can you
so heads
take
up,
it all
Storm,
away?
Storm, you're not thinking of a beard. You're thinking of the national animal of Canada.
I'm confused now because
When you were referring to the beard thing,
okay, yeah, no, I get it. Wow.
you messed yourself up. You messed yourself up a lot there. Wrong hairy item.
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna say there because I don't feel like getting in trouble.
What I feel like
Uh,
is proud because Daddy is very happy with Rale. Rale made Daddy proud today by beating the game.
Now, if I could just figure out where the female Goomba is.
Okay, so Rail, I'm gonna tell you. So Rail, I have to do this now. So Storm, you should go watch the VOD after this, and I do mean watch it,
Yep.
and then look for the fat rabbit, the very fat rabbit.
Oh no.
Oh Lord. Is that gonna get clipped?
There were words.
Someone's gonna go back, watch the VOD, and clip that.
Yes,
I just know it.
yes, yep, yep.
Well, I
know
do
what I'm
have a
thinking already.
soundboard.
Oh God.
Well, I read it off
I'm
because
in
it's
danger.
what Kiwi had to say. It's what Kiwi said.
I mean, it's kind of like that great moment on Game Grumps where Dan had to lecture Allie about, I think it was Allie, about, reading the, reading the super chats ahead of time before he did so that he didn't, say something untoward on stream. And this resulted in us hearing Danny say, have you ever just taken a deep breath to flex on asthmatics?
I'm asthmatic and I flex on myself all the time. My breathing deep.
Same here, my dude.
That's not the thing that happened. That's not the thing that happened. Basically,
No, I know.
Rail's wife said something very amazing. His words for Daddy. It was. I read it the same time that Rail beat the shit out of the giant rabbit woman. It was amazing.
Oh yeah.
It was awesome. I might be a horrible human being, but at least I know it.
I'm a horrible human being for what I'm thinking when I look at this tower of Goombas.
Ah,
It's like
walnuts.
it's not a mushroom tip, that's a mushroom stack.
That's what she said.
They're not even mushrooms. So heads up, they're not mushrooms. They're walnuts.
Yeah, I've heard this.
I mean, the Goombas are 100% still based off of a kind of mushroom. Don't lie to me.
They're not
No,
shrooms.
their name means walnut. That's the funny part. That's the funny part.
Sure.
Their name means a nut, but they are essentially
Oh God.
mushrooms.
No, do you not process what you just said? Their name means a nut.
Nut. Nut, 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 nut. Everybody.
I give up.
Nobody. Oh no.
Genocide was occurred. You destroyed an entire
Is it the
ethnicity of
stack for the
Goombas.
apples? It's the stack for the apples?
Oh no.
It might have been.
No, you get the apples by using Yoshi.
Now I do need to do. Now I will. Now will see to go get food because I haven't eaten yet.
Yeah,
Yes, go
get
snuggle your
yourself
tummy.
food. Oh wait, I already did
will-
this one. Well, there's
I
another
will
one up top.
continue to co-pilot the Rale.
How do?
Let's do good. Am excited. Start D&D game tonight.
Oh boy. Oh, get on. Mario on the pole.
Daddy knows you can do it.
Nope.
Daddy knows you can do it, son. Daddy's very proud. Daddy believes in you.
Ah!
It's okay, sport. A while Mary appears. Daddy's very happy.
How do, Mary?
How do? Okay.
Daddy's cheering on his little champ. Daddy knows Rale can do it.
Please stop.
Never.
315. Yeah, you
Storm,
said-
for your own safety, please stop. Because every father figure I have is not in a good way.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I think I already said this before, but the fucking video clip I sent 3 days to you 3 days ago, whenever you say "Daddy," remind me of that from Hell of a Boss.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fucking Yoshi is born, immediately brain hijacked by Mario.
Well, fun fact: Yoshi is canonically Mario's dad.
Well, from an adopted perspective, at least one of them was.
That's a bet. That's a Yoshi of some sort was Mario's dad. Now he rides Yoshis everywhere
Right.
he goes.
Mm-hmm.
Since we are supposed to be doing the actual post game, we're gonna go hunt down Princess Peach.
Wait, is this the fucking castle from Super Mario 64?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Maybe.
Definitely.
Oh, it is.
Look, all I'm gonna say is that any girl who has her face on the stained glass window of her house is kind of a red flag.
I mean, it could just be that there's a
Okay,
bunch of
okay,
Princess
okay.
Peaches. It's a family line. She
No,
is
I
a
get it.
royal. It entirely makes sense that they all look alike.
This is true.
Okay, don't bring the Habsburgs into this. Now, I must say this. Those of you who are here who do not know our schedule, next up is Morrowind with Freebirth.
Oh no, he's
Freebirth,
not
I
starting.
believe you're
He's
in
not.
the chat.
He's not starting that yet.
Oh, he's not starting that yet? Who's next?
Tonight is.
I think
Crap, give
it's
me a second.
just me still, isn't it?
Yeah, we're still on the old schedule. The new schedule doesn't go into effect until Monday.
I just realized the teacups
Okay,
in
yeah,
here
sure.
are top hats, and I want one.
Free Birth and Breakdown
Oh,
have
we have
appeared.
we
Oh
have
my
more
God,
people
that-
in here. I might have
that's
to pop
actually
out
kinda
because that's
cute.
too many people.
Yeah, 6 is fine.
We can barely hear you Breakdown at all. We cannot hear you.
Chill with the daddy-o.
Oh, fine.
No,
Okay,
never.
first is to the Cap Kingdom. Because I'm pretty sure she does the thing of where you just have to follow her through them one by one.
What? I don't know if Breakdown is still here, but Wackard wants to know if they are getting pineapple pizza.
No.
Pineapple belongs
pizza
on
is
pizza.
best pizza.
Pineapple does not belong on pizza.
Yeah, no,
Pineapple
Rail,
pizza
I agree.
is the
Okay, so,
pizza for
yeah.
you and me.
So yeah, we don't have anyone
Yeah,
else
I
after
think-
Rail tonight. Breakdown will, or not Breakdown, Miss Freebirth will be starting his streams next week.
Breakdown will be getting
Along
on the
with,
streams
like,
whenever
I
he
think
can be
Mr.
at the
Notebook.
house and able to actually stream something. He's always on his phone.
It's understandable. No, I will say this: we have too many people in here, as per our bylaws. I'll dip out for now because I am actually tired.
Oh, okay. Well, go has a sleepy.
Have a good one,
Yep,
guys.
go sleep.
Have a great.
It's Luigi.
He does a little mini game
Ah.
thing where you can oh, what's the words I'm looking for?
Of course, Luigi's in at the ghost place.
He's in
Just
every
snap
world.
out of his mind.
He actually has the mini game. It's not a mini game. It's the multiplayer. And what happens is you, if my brain would stop dying, that would be real nice right now.
No.
You place a marker somewhere on the map, and other people have to try to get to it. I'm not doing that because I am nowhere near good enough at the game to be anywhere near successful at that.
Turn Mario into the horse in Skyrim.
What do you
Climb
mean?
90 degrees straight vertical. Hey guys, climb
That
this.
braid whacker, the toilet paper goes under, not over.
I need a Princess Peach voice.
Tiara decided to take a trip around the world. It'll be nice to see all these places we've visited before, but on our own terms. Tiara told me she just loves how the ships at home look like hats.
I've always asked myself, why do these two still stick around if all she does is lead him on?
I mean, they're
see, I
generally
don't-
just friends. She also bakes some cakes, like, regularly. Look at
Isn't the
Mario.
scenery
Does
just
that
here
not
just
look like a man
breathtaking?
who eats a lot of cake? Now, I've got a voice for the tiara.
Okay.
Isn't the scenery here just breathtaking?
Ah.
The people here are so gracious. I was given a power moon, but you can take it.
Unfortunately, the tiara only has one line, so I can't continue doing this voice.
Yes.
I wonder if it's true that dinosaurs enjoy blah blah blah.
Yep, sorry.
No,
she
it's okay.
she tells you
Dinosaurs love blah blah blah.
at the end of that where she's going to go next. So next is going to be the Dinosaur Kingdom. But right now, we need to hijack a flying Goomba.
Golio.
I need to put my Exacto away before I end up slicing my hand off. 'Cause
That's
I am
probably a good
extremely
plan.
tired.
Yes.
I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning to deal with all my shenanigans down here in Alabama.
What? Why are you declaring holy jihad on Mary? Oh, because of the toilet paper thing. Okay.
Yes, the toilet paper goes under.
Yes.
Over.
Look, the toilet
Sideways.
paper goes whichever way on it I put it whenever I put it on there.
I just hear Kiwi screaming from miles away.
The toilet paper goes over the roll, and I will not hear otherwise.
Look, the only way that it matters is if you have pets that will mess with it. And I don't have pets that will mess with it. So it's just fine either way.
I thankfully had 2 cats who did not want to mess with the toilet paper roll.
Indeed.
Oh, so the little moon blocks apparently tell you where all the thingies are? I didn't actually read what it said, but given that my map suddenly has a bunch of markers on it, that's what I'm assuming it does. That is not what I wanted.
The sea of fog gimmick that this place has is a bit weird.
Oh, we're the Ox. We're always weird.
But we did it on Occident.
Don't mind our
I severely doubt we did it on Occident.
Look,
Sounds
look,
like it was
look.
Occidental.
When we need to go fast, we use the nitrous oxide.
But yes.
I'll let you have that one without argument. That's your one freebie. I got more acrylic paints today. I picked up a box set for Army Painter Metallic and some brushes.
It's amusing.
I also went hunting for some of the blues I need to try and make Kiwi's color scheme.
Yay.
I also needed to hunt down a better orange for Digby. Yes, that Digby. Where are my paint trays? Oh, they're way over there. Army Painter apparently makes a wallet you can buy.
Why is Rale a damn heathen? Oh,
Because
Oh, sorry,
the
that's a
toilet
wet
paper,
paint.
yeah.
That's a wet palette.
Look, honestly, if I weren't in a rental right now, I would just install a bidet, and then it wouldn't matter.
Ah, a water worshipper.
Look,
I'm
man,
a water drinker, so
Hail hydrate.
hydro homies, man. Also,
hide
what that
your
subreddit
homies,
no,
indeed.
hydro
Kids,
homies.
hydro wives.
Hydro homies.
Because they be dehydrating folk up in here.
I've been a hydro homie since it was called something else.
Oh my.
And I can't say on stream
Hydro
because
bro?
there's a reason. No, I cannot say it on stream. Like 100% nobody can say it on stream. Not without getting us in a bunch of trouble. We will get canceled. Those who are in the know are in the know.
I need to stay up 3 more hours at least to get back on a decent sleep schedule.
What is this decent sleep schedule you speak of?
0500 to 0500.
I went to bed at 9 a.m. I woke up at 3 p.m. Please tell me what a decent sleep schedule is and how to attain one.
I went to bed last
So-
night at 07 and I woke up at 023.
Okay, so I pop back in here to let you know one thing. Hey, Rail, I might be able to obtain a decent server for very little money. I need to know model numbers for decent servers. Let me know when you get to it.
1903.
That depends on what you want the
Shush.
server for.
That's what I'm asking you for now.
Oh god, I haven't done the research on servers in so long because I don't have the space
When
to
you get a chance
get my own.
Whenever you find one, let me know and just shoot me model numbers. I'll see if it's in the program that I get through work, because I get wide discounts because of the corporation I work with, partners
Yeah.
with a lot of tech companies because they're trying to move more to the tech side. So they're trying to make it to where it's inexpensive for us to set up our own shit at home to work from there. Because they're tired of having to have call centers.
Oh, no. Oh, okay, I can't stop once.
So they're trying to
So-
do what your job does.
I mean... Oh no, there we go. Bye, Felicia.
But yeah, no. I just wanted to pop in here, let you know that. Let me know whenever you have some info on that.
If I ever
I'm
have
gonna
some
get
info
some
on
sleep, 'cause
that.
I gotta go murder Starship Troopers bugs tomorrow's.
So, I think I figured out a green I want to paint the Irby Horde, and it's probably going to be, and I quote, Love Waffle Camel Green
Oh dear.
by...
There's anything
Oh,
that-
no.
Like that olive camo green or some orc green.
It's a German green.
You can
When I
also
found
put
it, my immediate thought was, oh hey, it's the green for the German Luftwaffe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could also go for that like blue-gray German tanks came out of the factory line with.
That was primer. That was their primary primer out of the factory.
No. Yee! There we go.
I really like Army Painter. They give you a little banner in there saying, quote, smashed, missing items, broken, please call us immediately. and we will fix your stuff.
Alright.
Excellent.
They put it in every one of their products, and I really enjoy that fact. It's like, oh hey, your product was damaged due to shipping. Call us right now. We want to fix that.
Companies that take care of their clients are always good.
Yes.
It's a little annoying that I have to get a paint tray to actually dab a little paint onto the pad, but if they actually hold up to that, be like, okay, I'll take that.
I was about to say, if I got yeeted back into oblivion from that, I was going to be very upset.
I'm actually very happy with some of these metallics I found at the hobby store today. Evil Chrome, Night Scales, Zypher's Pink, Azura Magic, Elven Armor, that's a bluish, Gemstone, it's a reddish, Royal Purple, and it's a proper dark purple. Here's one that made me start grabbing the whole set. Glitter Green. Tainted Gold, and the final one is Fairy Dust. And the Fairy Dust is classified as an effect. Everything else is metallics.
There you go. Oh, there's fast travel.
I really enjoy these names. They're actually quite whimsical and fun.
Well, and it makes them easier to memorize.
Yep. Apparently GW, or sorry, not GW, but Wizards of the Coast, their mini paints,
Mm-hmm.
they make apparently a sample size now.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the? It's like 8 milliliters or 0.27 ounces. It's literally just a sampler. That's all it's meant to be, and it was cheaper than the individual cylinders for the Army Painter. And the Army Painter stuff is 0.7 fluid ounces, or for those in metric, 18 milliliters.
Yeah.
So it's literally half the size for $1 less.
Indeed.
So to try and find Kiwi's blue, I picked up an assortment of their blues. As well as 2 dry rubs from Citadel, unfortunately. But oh well.
Dry rubs for like steak or dry rubs in painting?
Painting. I've never used them before, so it's gonna be interesting when I learn how to do that. I'm used to their layers and washes, and that's about it. So. Vallejo, I found an interesting blue from them. It was a sky blue. I got high hopes for this one, because it's a very light blue.
That was dumb of me.
I've bought more paint than I actually know anything how to do with. I quite literally don't paint. Normally. I now own more paint than I did when I originally started hobbying back in 2011.
Indeed.
Then again, to be fair, I was a broke kid in my first apartment back then.
Nope, okay, just yeet me into oblivion. I see how it is, game. How dare you?
Yes. It's because the game seeks oblivion for itself. It's begging you for mercy.
We all know Rale doesn't give mercy because mercy is never shown or expected.
Indeed.
Actually, I mean, I don't give mercy in video games at the very least.
I've always told friends and partners, if you ever see me on the racetrack and you don't try to beat me on the track, you will never pass me because I will spin you the hell out.
Breakdown, you have a Switch. You're going to play Mario Kart with us, right?
I don't have it set up. Mine is a handheld, and I won't be home in time.
I mean, that depends on Well, yeah, it would be next weekend. This stream next weekend.
I most likely won't be home. Hopefully, I'll be in the new work truck, the donor. Hopefully.
But he can definitely be
Monday
here for
morning, I
commentary.
go out. Yeah.
What guy can have a frog with a hat as a hat?
I was looking for an olive drab green, honestly, when I was looking for paints today.
Okay, if this game was like easily moddable, which Nintendo game never gonna happen, but I would want Mario to wear like that Three Wolf Howling T-shirt. I don't know why.
I mean, if this
Now
game
that-
was
now
easily
that they
moddable,
mention
we
it-
all know there would be a Rule 34 mod for it.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah. Now that y'all mention it, why isn't there mods for Mario games?
Because
Because it's
Nintendo doesn't allow modding
expensive.
on their stuff. That, mind you, that doesn't stop people from modding stuff like Breath of the Wild, but it's not worth the amount of effort it takes to do it, essentially.
Yeah, and most so-called modding in Nintendo games is typically from the way older systems and is more in the hacking community.
It's stuff like modding the actual game files.
Yeah, it's more like custom levels or data entry, data manipulation,
Yeah.
rather than custom assets.
We have to intercept Burb.
Burb.
Burb is the word. Burb.
Okay, I am nearing 100% on my storage space for paints. Yay.
Oh, are you gonna be like an inverse of like every hobby modeler ever, and it's more about the pit? You have more paint than you have unfinished models.
No, because my orc army alone from 7th edition outweighs anything I currently have. 180 orc boys was fielded at one point in 2011.
Ooh.
I was that orc infantry player who unironically accidentally started playing an orc infantry model. Simply because he found the ramshackle table from the orc jeep. When it explodes, it goes d6 inches in a scatter die direction. You can quite easily destroy your own troops or your enemy's troops or go off the board. And I found that absolutely hilarious.
Excellent.
Actually, thinking about it, I did just realize something with Nintendo and mods. At least in Nintendo's case, they do actually complete their dang games.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
Their stuff is typically much more finished.
Which is why their DLC always seems like it's piddly nothing, because it's already a complete game. There's only so much they can add.
Shots fired. Shots fired. We got bodies on the ground. Bring back up.
I have to catch another rabbit.
Indeed.
Leave Luna Silverfoot alone. For those not in the know, that's the name of my Stormdreamers campaign character.
Okay,
6.
that leaves just those over there. Okay.
I have a unique problem now. I have maxed out my space for paints, but now I have a set of mixing bottles with nowhere to put them.
10 out of 10.
Indeed.
10 out of 10, did not realize. Also, I am not upgrading to a larger paint box. Holy fuck, this is big enough as it is for my semi-truck.
I will be right back. I have to take a bio break.
I find it mildly.
Go bio your brakes, good sir.
I find it mildly where mods kind of congregate mildly interesting, because it's like there's not quite one catch-all website. There's
No, they're spread all over the place like ROM sites.
yeah.
You
If you
can't
want a
conquer all in one place, otherwise you'll just get knocked down.
nah, that's just let's how to put this. If you want Half-Life mods, you go to Game Banana. Source engine mods basically, and Sonic mods apparently. If you want Command and Conquer mods, you go to ModDB. If you want Fallout mods, you go to Mod Nexus.
I mean, it's more than just Fallout that Nexus does. They do.
Yeah, but most of the Fallout mods are on Nexus.
Yeah, no. But I mean, that's not a. There's better places for Fallout mods. It's Nexus covers so many things.
Oh yes.
Yes, it does,
like,
and it has
most
a
of the
halfway
mods
decent
on
mod
Nexus-
manager built in.
Most of the mods on Nexus by franchise is Fallout.
Skyrim would like a word with that.
Pretty sure Skyrim's only one game though. I'm pretty sure because I know Skyrim's got a shit ton of guns.
I mean, if
let's
you're
say Bethesda games. If you want Bethesda RPG mods, you go to Mod Nexus.
I'm to individual game with the most amount of mods. That's what I'm trying to say. Skyrim.
Mhm.
Also, if you want to mod the ever living hell out of Skyrim, do not get Game of the Year edition. I made this mistake. The OG Skyrim has all the mod support.
you can get it for Game of the Year edition. I mod Game of the Year edition. What are you talking about?
There are fewer mods by volume for the Game of the Year edition.
Oh
because of
yeah,
how they
but
did the game.
all the good ones still transferred their stuff over to Game of the Year edition.
Yeah. At the time when I got it, it wasn't transferred, and no one was talking about transferring their stuff.
Yeah, no, all the mods that I run, and I run a lot of mods in Skyrim, all were still, even for Game of the Year edition, I never had any problem with it. There's a good question, though. What mod is the best mod for Skyrim?
I'm not
And
going to
why
give
is
my
it
answer because I
Bandolier?
never got mine.
I've never owned Skyrim, so I can't really say what. No.
I need
I've
Storm
owned
back.
I've owned 3 different versions of Skyrim. One on the PS3 or Xbox 360, I can't remember which one, but it was one of those 2. Again on the Xbox One, the newer version, and then on PC. Then again, I accidentally bought both versions of PC, Game of the Year and Standard. I was trying to get a specific mod to work on the Game of the Year edition. And I could never get it to work correctly.
Oh.
I don't know. I think I haven't done very much New Vegas modding. I guess my favorite New Vegas mod was always Real-Time Settle.
I really enjoyed Mike Burnfire and the shotgun. Just a standard 870 long barrel hunting shotgun.
Oh, no.
And apparently
The shotgun, yeah, Mike Burnfire is another tuber, but his specific mod is named after himself, and it's just the Mike Burnfire's 12 gauge.
Would be the one where you get fucking zapped in the Mojave outpost.
Yeah, like right on a tail, you just take it. They also have the surface rifle, which is, I believe, the M16A4, if I remember correctly, and that was Mike's rifle when he was in the Marine Corps. Zach, the armorer, at one point, when he was issued a machine gun, he had one with a bloop tube, as I like to call it, the M204. However, at one point, since he was the armorer, he gave himself a belt-fed machine gun. because
I thought
the
it was.
armorer,
I thought he had the
I thought he was just
grenade
given
launcher,
it
the rapid fire
he
grenade
did.
launcher.
Yeah, he was given.
No, it
It
wasn't
was
the
a
rapid
blue
fire. It was the
tube.
single shot.
You know, his squad got asked who wanted it. You know, he. You know,
Nope, his squad just put, hey, put these on 6 rifles.
oh yeah.
Just,
And one of them just
and he was
happened to
like,
be
wait,
his.
nope, he just asked, wait, any rifle? Yep, just 6 any rifles. Does it
Take
matter?
my
Nope.
rifle and
10-4, boss just goes, oh no, no, I'm sorry. Oh no, a grenade launcher just appeared on my gun. The table.
Yeah, I'll get around to taking it off eventually.
Nope, nope. He was ordered to take it
oh,
off at one point.
shite.
He was straight up ordered to.
And then
Eventually.
they issued him a machine gun.
Storm
Yes.
Song has returned.
Storm Song has
Hey.
returned. Storm, these two were
Yes.
useless for this question. What do you think is the best Skyrim mod, and why is it Bandolier?
Oh, Bandelier's good, but my personal favorite is Winter Sun.
Don't know that one actually.
It makes you actually
Oh.
practice the in-game religions to get the blessings of the shrines.
Oh wait, is that one of the? Oh god. I think it's
I'm
like
one of
Sinai
those
something.
immersion. Yeah, I'm one of those immersion kind of players. So
Immersion.
what were you asking though? Is that what?
It's like a nice Sinayan or something like that. The guy who does all the major
like,
ones, like
high-end-
Apocalypse and.
I think it uses Apocalypse at times. I think it was either done by the same guy or it uses resources from it or something.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah, it's like
hate these Walmart brushes.
so like if you use certain Daedra, you aren't able to use other Daedra. If you worship the divines, you have to not do certain things, or else it'll be like, hey, you're not really doing the divine thing.
I worship Sheol Gorath and the Council of the Templars. I smack at thee with the Wabbajack stick. I turn you into a sweet roll. Or my personal favorite, I hit a skeleton with a Wabbajack stick and he turned into a troll.
I gotta
I
get
think
quick
my
question. What happens
Yeah, I
when
think-
Sheogorath works out?
What?
He gets Wabbajacked.
Oh my gosh. Swola
No.
Gorath.
Wacky here's getting their mouse off of Lover's Lab.
So I'm working on this D&D game that's going to be heavily based on, some of like Tolkien stuff about dwarves. And so the
Mhm.
song Over the Misty Mountains is stuck in my head, but one of the verses just changed in my head to
Kiwi, no! Why
Wait,
would
what?
you do this to me?
A new hand touches the beacon.
A new hand touches the beacon.
But wow. So no, the song changed in my head though for Over the Misty Mountains to the mods were streaming all the night.
Okay.
Now I need to figure out what horrible doom befell as the mods were streaming.
They couldn't pay attention to the chat, to the Discord chat, and things got very spicy.
Oh my. I think you're right about that. I'm a fool.
Oh no, Discord censored me. I got Comstart again.
Hmm?
I was ranting about Sheol Gorath and I don't know what happened. Everybody just got quiet.
So, okay, I
no.
do actually know what that is. Sheogorath's name was derived from some of Lovecraft's stuff, namely Shuggoth and Shub. I'm not finishing the word. Because it sounds like another word that's racist, and so a lot of Lovecraft stuff has just been like tagged.
Because Lovecraft was
Was himself a bit on the spicy side.
He absolutely was, and it's absolute canon, and unfortunately, it's true.
There is some context that should be applied, though. In Lovecraft's time, racism was more about breeding, so it wasn't specifically about skin
Yes.
color. It was like he would have been racist against like Irish folks, the lower
should also-
classes.
It should also be noted that he was literally just afraid of everything.
Oh yeah,
so,
he
like,
was super paranoid. Dude probably
and
had
he
the
would-
worst anxiety issues in the world.
Yeah, and he was clearly mentally ill. So, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I give him some passes because, oh my, but, like, you read some of his stuff and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And yes, Whacker, Lovecraft absolutely was like, oh boy. Going
Like,
back and reading some stuff.
Even for his time, he was a little bit more than the usual racist.
Yeah.
Not
Though
as much
his-
as some people say, but yeah.
Yeah. Though, again, to be fair to the
Yeah,
man,
later in
a
life
lot
he
of it
was-
was just he was afraid of everything.
Yeah, later in life he was actually fixing a lot of doing some of that good old soul searching.
Yeah. But, like, it didn't stop him from marrying a Jewish woman, so, you know. At least he had some open areas, I don't know.
I mean, she was also, like,
She was also a businesswoman.
she was
the
his
one
sugar
bringing
mama.
money into the
Yeah,
house.
Come live
like-
with me under my roof and produce books about me.
Like,
And
he
return?
was against things like slavery and,
Yeah.
some of the, like, genocidal side of the eugenics. Like,
Yeah.
he would not have supported that stuff.
Yeah, most of it was
Um,
that whole thing of if you're of a certain breeding, you're just better than everyone else automatically.
So, like,
Yeah, but
yeah.
that was a lot of quote-unquote nobles at the time.
Yeah.
I can see
I
him
don't
painting
remember, was
eugenics as
Lovecraft
a
considered
thing
a
as...
noble by
No,
the
okay, so,
traditional sense?
so Lovecraft was considered New England, like, new wealth or, like, lesser wealth, so he was, like, upper middle class, but it was common for the upper middle class to really try to be upper class.
Right. Because
Yeah,
you're
that's-
changing
that's
social
true even
statuses from
now.
a quote commoner
Yeah.
into like the lesser noble statuses, which means you have to act like an actual noble, which
Yeah, so-
requires certain things. And you
Yeah.
were also required to do certain things in a time of war or conflict.
Yeah.
In Middle Ages, if someone invaded your realm, as the lord and noble of the realm, you got your sword and shield, you got off your keister, and you start marching towards the conflict and you fix it.
I mean,
Well,
if
yeah.
you're that kind of lord, yes. Not every lord was that kind of lord.
Yeah, but, like, that's what a
Yeah.
marquis or a
Hashtag
margrave would
not
be,
all
a march
lords.
lord.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you weren't the warrior noble yourself, you would have a standing army who would do that for you.
Mhm. Yeah, and it also depended on your kind of training, because a lot of lords were, you know, groomed for stewardship and military training, but then, like, say, their older brother died and they inherited it when it wasn't intended, then they end up being like, oh, well, I guess I'm a lord now, even though my training is entirely academic.
Mari's been
In a lot of
killed
ways,
from
those
that.
are usually the better nobles.
Sometimes they were, sometimes they weren't, because you have to remember that at the time, being a weak-spined man could go poorly
Oh,
for
yeah.
you around other nobles.
Oh yeah, very quickly too.
I have been accused of cowardice. I must now duel you.
Yep.
It's time
I,
to duel.
I shall duel you with this ballista from 30 yards.
Man, if dueling was sorted out with fucking Yu-Gi-Oh duels, it would never become illegal.
Yep.
And if I
I
had
must
duels
avenge
in
my
the
honor
traditional
by
sense of
beating-
Yu-Gi-Oh,
Something, I'm a motherfucking T-Rex.
Yeah, I must avenge
No,
my
something,
honor by
something, I'd be
defeating
in a
you in a
box.
children's card game.
I was never good at building decks, so I would be personally in a box.
Indeed.
I was also poor, and despite what people think, card games are a rich man's game.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Indeed.
I got out of Yu-Gi-Oh because despite having a deck with Thousand Eyes Restrict in it as a kid, I had this friend who who had a very large allowance, and whenever it happened that I dueled him, turns out he'd used his allowance to purchase cards and could summon VWXYZ Dragon Cannon in a single turn.
Well, that's
Mhm.
shitty.
I wouldn't play
That
him,
was
and
that
I
was
would
before
not
Mad
be
Power
friends with
Crew.
him very long.
Oh no, dude was chill. Dude wasn't like trying to be a dick about it, but it did make it very hard to play cards against him when you know you're not going to win because the man can afford to get all the best cards while you have to. Thoughts and prayers, kids. Thoughts and prayers.
That's why you. That's why you use his cards.
That's eventually what I
I
did with a
was
different friend, because I'm actually very good at Magic the Gathering playing it, but I can't deck build to save my own life. So I had a friend who was good at deck building, but couldn't like participate in stuff because he was in the military and was never around. And so
Mhm.
he had me take his deck, and his deck was some dickery. For those who know Magic the Gathering, it was a Wither Vampire deck.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
hate you already. I know this.
Yeah,
I tried to build a token Devour deck at one point,
yeah,
and it didn't work out as well as I thought it would.
the general gist of it was if you play a creature, you're going to lose.
Yes.
My favorite card of all time is still the Black Torino. If all of your cards, regardless of if they're face up or face down, are in defense mode, I attack your life points directly.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about non-tournament legal cards, I'm a big fan
I
of
didn't know it
the.
was non-tournament legal. That was just out of
No,
the
no, no, no,
standard
no, no.
set.
I didn't. I wasn't saying yours is non-tournament legal. I'm talking just about just anything you can play. Painter's Servant and Grindstone. So Painter's
Yeah.
Servant makes everything in in your opponent's deck this color that you pick. So you pick a color, and everything in the opponent's deck is now that color, in addition to whatever color that it already was, right?
Can we take a moment to understand they put a lot of cards in the game as banned from tournament very quickly before even the cards came out in official circulation?
Yeah, but Grindstone or Millstone, whichever one it is your opponent draws two cards. If they are the same color, they discard them and draw again. Repeat until they draw two cards that are not the same color or don't share a color. Which
Oh my
means,
god!
because all their cards now share a color, the whole deck is
You
gone.
just
You
you
just
just deck them in one turn.
yeah.
I just realized the gimmick for this level is the 2D mode, and it's cave. It's the cave. It's the cave. Well, Stone Age era type stuff.
Cave painting.
Oh,
Yeah, cave painting, yes, but also ancient.
yeah. The Stone
That's
Age
funny
of video
because
games.
That's actually very funny because I'm actively looking through all my current paintbrushes. I'm like, which one has the most
I know there's
that I
something over there.
need to do base coats, and which one is completely gone in terms of bristles that I don't care, so I can just use it as a base coat brush.
Have you tried dry brushing?
I haven't yet. I haven't got into painting like ever. It was never a fun thing for me.
Mm.
It
Yes.
technically
Dang
still
it.
isn't. Like straight up, I still don't like painting. It's just I'm building an Irby horde, so I actually want to put paint on it this time. I don't want to be like my orc army where everything is unpainted, carried in a literal freezer bag.
I don't
Makes
know
Yes,
what
it's
you
carried in
mean.
a literal freezer bag.
I don't know what you mean. The boys are just painted themselves gray.
You're not lying? Especially since I gave a couple of the characters nothing but grenades and some ivory tusks.
There we go. Does
Yeah.
this remind anybody of anything in an old Mario game?
Oh, yeah. The world above.
Just some coins, but hey, every little bit.
Yay, Twitch froze.
Oh no.
Close Twitch. Grab phone.
Get the moon.
Hey phone, find Twitch please. No, that's lift. Go away lift. I don't need a lift.
Man, I tended to run in Magic the Gathering the milling decks. They've always been my favorite Of just, hi, I'm about to ruin your whole deck. Because it also runs the chance of, like, they need this card to win. Okay, we're gonna nuke that card before it's a problem.
Yeah, last time I played Magic the Gathering, it was when the cons of Tarkir block was new and Theros was about to come out.
M10, and I got out during M13 because everything in M10 became illegal at the start of M13.
I have no clue what that means.
Yep.
Magic the Gathering, like set, it was called M10. It was on all of the boxing. It was on all of the art, all the individual packets. It was just that version or whatever.
Yeah,
Then it went through M11, M12, then M13, and I stopped playing the game after that. It was basically 3 years. Yeah, like 3 years.
Yeah, I was doing draft at the time. I managed to get at least one, one decent, decent for an amateur white-black deck.
Oh, that same friend who summoned VWXYZ Dragon Cannon, whenever we got into Magic, he built a Sliver deck. With Sliver
Oh,
Queen
God,
and Sliver Overlord in it.
I hate sliver decks. Jesus Christ.
How
those
old
things-
are the Pathfinders? Or the Pathwalkers or whatever in Magic the Gathering?
I don't know.
Slivers were like the cause of so much of my anger as a child.
Did we just awaken some trauma, Storm?
Oh, you just awakened my fucking church camp. Okay, Bible camp, age 14. Young Storm Song learning how to play game. New player, given white deck, gets attacked by Sliver deck.
Is that a black deck?
This one time.
The Sliver...
Yeah.
That
You
depends on the
explain
Sliver
decks.
deck.
I'm too angry.
Okay, so Sliver decks generally... it depends on the deck, but the worst ones I've ever seen are always gold decks. What they do is Slivers share effects. So you'll have this particular Sliver is all Slivers have the ability to be tapped for a land. So all your Slivers, and it's any land of your choice.
All slivers
bullcrap!
add
I
plus
got that.
1 to attack. All slivers add plus 1 to damage.
All Slivers have
get
haste.
flying.
All Slivers have flying. Like, oh god, it's one of those things of like one Sliver by itself, not that big of a threat. All the Slivers is going to ruin your day. They're a deck that does require setup to really get going, but if they get set up, you're doomed.
Well, and the problem is using that against a new player.
Yeah. Like against experienced players with a good deck to keep creatures off the field really well, cough cough, with our vampire deck, it doesn't hold up. But
I see your preferred playstyle was formed by trauma.
the Wither
Yes.
Vampire deck was not my deck. My deck was the Milling deck, which also works against Sliver decks in a sort of passive way of hopefully taking away their really important Slivers.
Yeah. All right, my good gentle folks. I'm gonna go have dinner with my dad, so I will see y'all later.
Tell your father we said hi.
Yes, and bye.
Yeah, bye. Have a beautiful time.
This is a voice I can do occasionally.
Mine is an evil laugh.
Oh, just get me excited. I'll do that anytime I'm super happy.
No, don't launch yourself. Not in that way, at least. Yeah.
That's cute.
The only thing is I wish he'd throw the hair too.
Make it a wig instead of just Mario going full goblin mode.
I've been out of painting for so long, I'm literally reading the 3-step guide by War Paints on painting minis again?
There's that. I remember hearing good things about the slap chop method.
Slap it into a coat of paint and chop it in half?
It was.
Because if that's the case, I
It
don't own a
was.
bench vise yet, so I can't break them.
Ah, dang
It
it.
was base coat, dry brush, and then a bit of regular brushing to keep the layers thin. So like the black, you just get fucking shadows done really easily and cheaply.
I got a set of the speed paints, and I like some of how they look, but I'd rather try painting some of the models just straight up. Base coat, couple of different colors in contrast, and then some basing.
Already got
That's
this
why I'm
one.
only doing 3 colors for the 9 named individual commanders of the Horde, and a 1 super detailed mini for like the regimental commander who commands overall the whole company. Sorry, battalion.
I'm a little sad that when you go into the retro 2D mode, it's like Mario 1 stuff and not 3.
I'm probably going to try, depending on the model, freehand 3 stripes, like a sergeant stripes, onto one of the lances.
Oh, that was
So
dumb of
you'll
me.
have like the lieutenant or equivalent rank who controls the whole company, and then you'll have like 2 sergeants. All right, I think technically need 3 because there's technically
Ooh.
4 lances in a company, and each lance needs its individual leader.
Yeah.
So
I'm really hoping Kegermech turns out well. That's all I want out of the life right now.
I'm just imagining a stupid meme of like, what if we kiss on top of the cat girl Irby, the Neko
What?
Irby, some shit. I don't know.
I wouldn't
My
mind a
brain just
Neko
served
Irby
up.
with a tail.
My brain
Oh,
just
nope,
served
there
up
I go.
something weird, so I
In-
figured I'd share it.
Brian. Also, yeah, Breakdown, you sound very tired. You might need to go to bed.
I'll be going to bed in here in a couple hours. I'm not staying up late tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, time zones. Like it's only like 10 to 5. But no,
I got
time
little
zones
sleep
are a
last
fuck.
night. I
Everyone
got
should have
very
one
little
time
sleep
zone.
last night, plus all the shenaniganery and hassle from today.
No, 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 no. Oop.
Quite literally, my truck is in the dealership, and I've had stuff stolen from standard TAs or dealerships in the past. And since I got my laptop, paint box, and minis with me, between those 3 items, I have $3,000 invested in the lot.
Well, I don't think that anyone's gonna steal the paint box.
Actually, you'd be surprised.
Laptop makes sense. Minis maybe. I don't see paints.
God dang it! Why am I?
Then again, if they steal the minis, they'll probably also steal the paints.
Anywho.
I'm not willing to risk it.
Yeah. All right. So, I hate this puzzle or this challenge so much.
So I'm not quite sure how long you're going for, Rail, but we're coming up on the 3-hour mark.
Yep. No, I try to go for the full 4 hours if I can.
Okay.
Especially because I won't be able to soon, because, wow, my brain's just dropping the ball on names. Freebirth is going to be playing after me starting next week. Ow, my pride.
I've been thinking about doing some like morning stuff to help encourage me to have a normal sleep schedule.
I have to fight to maintain a normal sleep schedule.
Yeah, but I figure if I got something scheduled that I gotta want to do, I'll go to bed earlier.
Eh.
I haven't had a normal sleep schedule since I was 19.
At the very least, I'll go to bed at like, I don't know, 2. They're going to bed at 2 a.m. again, so I can wake up
Yeah.
at 10.
My sleep problems aren't really a matter of when I go to bed so much as I never sleep well, ever. And I keep messing up this stupid jump because I keep not doing the long jump when I'm trying to do the long jump. Ugh. I knew I hated these stupid cloud hats for some reason, and I couldn't remember why. Now I remember why. Yeah, actually, Mary, I don't know if you were here for the discussion. Do you have Mario Kart?
No,
Sad face.
and I don't have a Switch.
I will
Now,
state I'm of the opinion that there's no point to having any console other than the Switch.
I was looking into the possibility of net play of like the Dolphin emulator for like Double Dash, but
I'm not a fan of using the emulators on
fair
here,
enough.
just because dubious legality and not wanting to Twitch. I don't think we're popular enough to Twitch to overlook it. And I screwed up again! Okay, my patience is done with this.
I think
We're going after a different one.
I mean we just need to say we totally own the full legal game.
I mean, I do actually own the full legal game copy. It is actually easier to list the video game systems I don't have than the ones that I do. Those being, I don't have an original Xbox. I don't have anything past the Xbox 360. I don't have a PS1 or a PS5. What was the other ones? I don't have one of the 2 Atari models, because there are 2 actually different Atari models. And I don't have a Sega Dreamcast. And I can't remember if there's a Sega system before the Sega Genesis, but if there is, I don't have that. I have a Sega Genesis.
You remember Mercenaries Playground of what was it? Playground of Destruction? Was that the OG?
That was on the
Xbox
PS2,
yeah,
and
it was on Xbox, but yeah.
the weird thing about that is somehow the sequel was a graphical downgrade.
I don't think I ever noticed. But again, I never got a chance to play
The sequel was not very good. I was very disappointed with it.
I just remember it as military, but GTA in the North Korea.
I mean, essentially, yeah. Okay. I'm already bored with this world, so we're gonna go to another world now. Continue the cycles. We just have to remember where my ship is.
I do find it cute that one of the big gimmicks of this level is the 2D stuff, just because it's like Stone Age. Partly cave painting, partly age. A little sad that the 2D stuff in this game is just like Mario 1 style stuff, not Mario 3.
I understand why. From a perspective, they didn't want to put too much focus on it. And it's actually more of a, like, the original Donkey Kong games, even than the Mario games. In some ways, especially with the new Donk City bit.
It's just that the 2D Mario games peaked with, like, Mario 3. Or at least Super Mario World.
I didn't really get into the 2D Mario games until New Super Mario Brothers, of which me and Foxy Kiwi have a file that is 100% completed with no toad houses used. So it is a perfect map. Right. It has been 2 hours since my last bathroom break, and we are 3 hours in, so I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and then we will do more of the Sand Kingdom.
Yeah, bio break, and then and then hydrate. This is a
Oh,
threat.
the reason I have to take a bathroom break is because I have tea, I have water, I have Coke. Like I am hydrated.
Also, damn, it is 12 degrees out today. God damn, that's actually pretty decent.
Absolutely frigid.
Oh wait, yeah, freedom units. I don't know what that is in freedom units. Yes, yes, Kiwi Celsius.
Oh, let's grab a mini.
Is about 53 degrees out.
That's close to my current.
Yeah, it's because I live on the Pacific West, so the one place of Canada that is warm.
Warm being a relative free.
I mean, it does. We get like maybe a week of snow, one singular week where the snow sticks around.
I really regret spray painting these minis.
Like I work at a dollar store, and the store sells all sorts of winter stuff. It's like, why are we selling magic carpets? When is anyone ever gonna have a chance to use them?
I return.
Hey,
Rale, you have been summoned to use a magic carpet. What are you going to do?
Wait, like I can use the magic. Is it one ride or do I have multiple rides?
No information will be given.
But it's just a standard.
What do you do?
I don't get on the magic carpet. Here's the thing. It's one of two things. It's a normal magic carpet, in which case it flies, in which case I don't trust it because I have a terrible fear of grounds. And there are no safety mechanisms upon the magic carpet. Or it's going to isekai me, and I want none of that.
Okay, my phone crashed again because, hotel Wi-Fi. So.
Why not so much your phone crashed as the Wi-Fi just hit a dip? But okay.
No, it quite literally closed out Twitch and it closed out Discord.
Mm.
So it crashed. I'm in a weird spot. I want to paint, but I'm too damn tired. But I want to
Go to
paint.
bed.
Yeah.
Go to bed.
Yeah, you
It's
should.
too damn soon to go to bed. It's legit too damn soon.
Oh, crap. There I go again. Into the abyss.
If I go to bed right now, I'll wake up at probably 2 in the morning.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm not even watching the stream through the channel. I'm just watching it on Twitch. Well, so I'm.
Wondering, like, why am I behind on everything? Well, because you're not
No,
watching.
it's not that. It's the it's like, oh, there I go again into the abyss. It's like, man, you fucking predicted that, but nope, nope. I'm just being led dumb.
Going to wait on painting the Black Knight.
I just know myself and my poor gameplay that well.
How many Marauders am I currently staring at?
Oh, I see. The challenge here is you don't get the hat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No!
That's probably the clan variant or the third variant.
I can't actually do this one, I'm sure of it.
Again, I cannot ID, but it looks vaguely Marauder-ish.
Yeah.
You three, the 3D printed ones, I know for a fact y'all are Marauders because I paid for those specifically. So the two smaller ones are standard 3Rs. That makes you the clanner one.
Just based on a conversation elsewhere on Discord, how do you guys prefer naval stuff in RTSs?
I am a big fan of naval stuff in RTSs, but to be fair, my experience with that is the Oh, nope, that doesn't work. Okay, noted. My experience with that is Red Alert 2 and 3.
Hmm.
God,
I
yes.
Well,
never
also
played
Age
that
of Empires,
once.
actually. I just always enjoyed naval stuff, even in non-RTS games that still have the aspect. God, I'm bad. But even in non-RTS games that have that, like Civilization, I prefer naval assets.
Hmm.
I also
I
tend to
have.
enjoy artillery and long-range missiles, though, so naval's
I.
generally not too far off from that.
How do you? I don't say how do you prefer it, but someone in another Discord was doing a bit, raising up their distaste for how out of scale naval stuff tends to be, especially
Yeah,
in stuff
because
like Red Alert
honestly,
3.
naval stuff against ground infantry should just obliterate them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And there was a suggestion that you use the small craft as an amphibious as most of your naval stuff, but like your T3 is like a frigate or a helicopter destroyer if you want to carry her really badly, or like a Wasp class. I want to say that was like a light carrier the US like to use, right?
I do not know.
Wasp was a light category carrier. It was on the same vein as the USS Enterprise.
My knowledge of actual real-life ships tends to be along the lines of I like Corvettes, like mid-range stuff like that. Specifically, I like the Corvettes that have missile systems and a single helicopter pad or
Yeah,
two
but
helicopter
Wasp
support.
class amphibious is so shit. Oh.
But I am also not really good at like large-scale doctrine for stuff.
Mm.
So, because what I write that has like military aspects is a sci-fi that involves a group that doesn't actually have a need for holding territory, which throws off their whole everything they do military-wise, because if you don't need territory, that's going to completely change your doctrine. So their doctrine tends to be more smaller units moving around and eliminating specific targets.
Mm.
I wish I had a Kirby or two that was base coated in white that was cleaner. The spray can I did looks horrible.
Yeah.
Then
And
again, to be
going
fair,
into
so
the
does the
scale
pressure on the
issues,
primer.
you really want things more, I would say, accurately scaled. More scaled to exist in a holistic space, maybe? Like
Yeah.
you look at a ship as like, yeah, that's a big ship, more or less. It's like I did make the suggestion of having like treating torpedo and PT boats as like more like the boat equivalent of infantry.
Boatry?
Yes, boatry.
Yeah.
Boatry.
Yeah. Actually, I think the best way to put it is I'm not particularly great at large-scale strategy. I am good at small-scale tactics, though.
That's fair. I have a. I have
Builds
a.
350 individual destroyers. Gives them all 6.5-inch guns. Go that way, charge, don't stop moving.
I have a
Commander, we
preference
lost half our
for.
force, but we took care of everything on the board. Victory.
Amen.
I have a preference for Company of Heroes games for that exact same reason.
Just build
What
Sherman
you,
until you can't build Sherman no more and charge and literally run them over.
I mean, you'll have a problem with the big cats, but if you do that, but yeah,
If
Oh,
you
nope,
build
never mind.
enough
cats now
Shermans, they will eventually get behind the big cats and pop the damn cat.
yeah, you'll have problems with either
Failure.
big cats or rocket infantry, but you do you.
Builds a couple Calliope specifically for infantry. As a counter.
Or oh, you Jet, you have, oh, I see you've overinvested in hundreds of Shermans. Have have this layered AT gun defenses. Like, oh, you got behind the
Fine.
first AT gun. What
F-
about the next
Ah,
two?
okay. Nope, we're not doing that anymore.
Fine. However, remember you take squishies in order to field those guns, and my Shermans have HE. We don't have to hit the gun directly. We just gotta hit close.
The Germans don't really use HE in Company of
I'm
Heroes.
talking the Americans. The Americans
I'm-
used HE a lot.
oh, sure. I'm talking about in game though, not in IRL.
Uh, there's a big controversy over this area
It,
whenever it was first dropped.
eh, it's
And
neat.
what was that?
I'm guessing it's some cultural appropriation stuff.
Generally, yeah. I believe
I,
eventually it calmed down in the general, what's the words I'm looking
yeah,
for?
this is getting into
Public.
IRL.
Yeah.
Getting to IRL spicy topics. Let's.
Yeah. Well, I'm only talking specifically about the reaction to this game. It eventually calmed down and people just forgot about it.
So who joined?
I don't know the context, so that's why I'm asking, because I've never heard about it.
Who is coming?
Stormsong has joined.
Storm Song is
Storm
back.
Song's
Yay!
back. All right. When we were going to get into no topics.
I assume
mean-
we're talking about the debate over the ending of the game.
No, I was
No.
talking about the controversy over the designs for this area, the desert.
Oh, okay, yeah.
With
The
the-
vaguely Mexican
I never
design.
heard it, and so I was asking them to explain it, because I don't know what
Yeah.
they're talking about.
Yeah.
Just representation of culture and sensitivities and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
And then
anyways,
And before that, we were talking about RTS things, just like based on a conversation I had on another Discord about boats in RTS games and
Oh.
how they're weirdly out of they're weirdly small for what they are.
this is true.
Yeah.
Like,
wait.
I think of like how boats are
I-
represented in Age of Empires.
Or just taking Command and Conquer games, for example, the person I was talking with wanted the boats to be like the battleship and the carrier from those campaign missions in Generals.
The thing is, as someone who very much practiced carrier spam in Red Alert 2, no, I don't want. Just stay away from my baby.
And
I did just notice though that in this game, Peach has a different outfit in each world you go to.
I mean, why would you expect her to have just one outfit?
I mean, it's they could easily have given her just
game. Yeah,
a generic generic traveling outfit. I like that they went the extra mile with that.
Yeah. Also, I remember seeing that Mario could wear a fucking wedding dress in this game.
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't unlocked
funny if he
everything
could.
yet. Let's see if there's anything in the hat shop. No, in
He's
Kiwi.
got more
What do you
hats.
think the bomb is for? Digging a rather large hole? Why set a fire when you can blow them up and set a fire? Ha ha!
That too.
Ay. Ever look at your minis and realize that your primer was so shit and you're asking yourself, why did I do this?
Don't just full commit and apply the lessons you learned to the next time.
Yeah, but it still means I need to put these all in simple green and hope they come apart. At least the paint comes off.
Apparently you can just buy as many moons as you need, so it's time to spam the A button.
50 moons!
Go.
He's right.
Ugh.
Hmm.
Yeah, the looks of it, if you want,
I don't want to spam the A button anymore.
yeah, if you want to restrict your navy boats to smaller stuff, just for to keep in size uh with land stuff, you could just have have a carrier be like a helicopter destroyer or a wasp class.
Yeah. Um, I have weird choices on stuff like that, and my aesthetic is I tend to make decisions based off of the aesthetic rather than
That's
specific military effectiveness, which is why I should not be put in charge of anybody's military.
I mean, if you think about
Ring, ring, ring. Bazilla's calling.
I mean, a Red Alert dreadnought in full proper scaling would be pretty
You played the
badass.
Russians in Red Alert, you dang commie! How dare!
The revolution waits for no man.
Allies or get out.
You're off reporting.
Yeah, I can't hear you over the sound of Kirov reporting.
Indeed.
High speed, low drag.
We might be slow, Commander, but anything we float over will disappear. I guarantee
It will soon be a wasteland.
Oh, I see. That's how we're gonna get over there.
I'm not quite sure I'm getting what you mean, Lord Troa. Or what Parallax used to a lot. It going to look like shit till it. Oh, I see what you mean now. Never mind. Yeah, that's something I'm struggling to get over. It's just, why doesn't it look like it did in my head? God fucking damn it!
Vegeta!
So, Troa, I have to ask, does your name come from the worst Gundam series?
How dare you,
shit.
madam?
Oh shit! Storm Song, mute him for that.
Your sins are gross and without forgiveness.
Wait, wait, are we?
He just called Wing.
I don't
Oh,
think Troll was
series.
Destiny.
I'm using
I mean, I
Army
can quite
Painter
literally
Primer.
summarize a Wing real easy. Pretty boys with problems.
I'm
Yeah,
using
but
Army
you also
Painter
just
series paint
you
and
also
primer.
just summarized Inuyasha and Supernatural.
I think you
So,
also just
Dragon Ball Z for
summarized
girls and Discount Dresden Files. Okay.
I've never read
Dragon Ball
Dresden's
Z for
Files, so I
girls
cannot
is
say.
nothing more than Sailor Moon, and you can't make me think otherwise.
Yes, sir. You just summarized Double O and Seed as well.
You're being a
I
mean
actually
boy,
didn't like
Rale.
Seed.
I might have to put you over
Frustrating.
my knee for that one.
Like, I'll be honest, I was never a fan of Seed. Like, I've seen a lot of it. But
Seed has some of the best designs in all of Gundam, in my opinion.
Seed was my
effect
introduction
designs,
to Gundam.
maybe.
Um,
I used to like Wing Gundam as a kid, but now that I got older, I'm more of a Heavy Arms, Death Sights, or Sandstorm.
My favorite was Tall Geese.
I mean, Tall Geese
Yes,
is
like, straight
easily
up.
the best design and in my opinion, the only really good design in that particular series.
I did really like Mercurus and V8 as well, but I'm kind of a sucker for the somewhat more modest designs.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite Gundams are the Strike Freedom, the Aerial. Actually, really, pretty much, if it's a variant of the Freedom and the Strike Freedom, I probably like it.
Probably
I
just due
believe
to
you.
proximity, but my favorite at the moment is Barbados.
Barbados is awesome. In my head, and eventually now that I have a 3D printer, once I learn Blender, have a custom Barbados that is the Barbados Kitsune, and it has because it's a Kitsune, it has what is the word I'm looking for? Uh, fuck, 9 tails. It has 9 of the tails from the Barbatos Lupus Rex.
Okay.
Oh, I see. They're in the sand. How rude.
I gotta say, my favorite mobile. I've been just consuming a lot of what is of Universal Century stuff, and so I gotta say my favorite mobile suits has been like the Zaku, the Zaku 2. I just love that Mook design. It fits, ticks off all the boxes perfectly, and looks, aesthetic as hell doing it. Like, favorite Gundam? I think the NT Gundam. Sorry, the narrative Gundam.
Here's a hot take for you: Atlas and overalls, yes or no?
What?
I think you already know the answer.
Here's a hot take for you: an Atlas in overalls, yes or no?
That's not
I
a
mean,
hot take when you ask a question. That's just asking the question.
Well, I personally want to have an Atlas in a pair of overalls, like
do it.
hillbilly Mr. Farmer overalls.
Oh yeah, trailer for season 2, Witch from Mercury drop.
Yes, I think it dropped during the last stream, and I hyped because I am really enjoying Witch from Mercury.
Hey, quam question, everyone. Assuming for a gaunt but still muscled build, think like basketball player, what would the appropriate
How
weight? What would the
dare you,
appropriate?
Lord?
Yeah, what would the appropriate weight for someone who's 9'7" be?
Shit, you'd be in the
No.
300s,
Yeah.
400s. I'm not even joking.
No, yeah,
I
that
am
makes sense.
6 foot. I am 6 foot, and 200 is the weight I want to get back down to. That was my preferred weight. 2 to 210 was like my main for nearly 3 decades. I'm back at my high school weight, which is the heaviest I've ever been, which is 225.
Yeah.
And I am not happy.
Incidentally, thank you for helping me build this Wendigo.
Oh, I just remembered a fucking joke like ATF agents raiding my house. The Wendigo I have trained in guerrilla warfare.
Well, guerrilla warfare would be the right way to describe this motherfucker.
I don't know.
Mr.
Wendigos are one of those
Mr.
things
Lord.
that's like, no.
Real quick, I got a thing for chat. Mr. Lord, how dare you insult G Gundam, one of my favorite series?
I mean, that's not an insult. That's an exact summary of what G Gundam is. It's a super robot show with a Gundam paint job. That's not like it's
And
bad. That's exactly what it is. It's
all it is just WWE or MMA in Gundam. That's literally all it is.
yeah. So it's a super robot show in Gundam. And
When I think Super Robot Show and Gundam, I think more of the original series for Voltron.
no, no, and it's not even WWE. Well, I guess technically you could still consider it WWE for part of it, but by the time you get to the Love Beam, like, oh lord, oh I
Like,
failed
one of my
this.
favorite quotes is a meme, and it's a play on words of the actual quote. The yeast is burning red.
Well,
It
yeah, that
demands that I defeat you. That it my hand is burning red. It demands I beat you. Shining finger or burning hand, I think it was.
I mean,
Fuck.
yeah.
I need to check myself.
I mean, for a lot of Western
Before you
fans,
wreck yourself!
Gundam Wing and G Gundam were their introduction to Gundam.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mine was Wing.
Nope, screwed
mine
it up
was
again.
Seed, and then I kind of forgot about
This
it for a minute.
hand of mine glows with an awesome power. Its burning grip tells me to defeat you. Take this, my love, my anger, and all my sorrow. Shining finger.
The things that I say to myself before bed.
That is the full quote. That is the full damn quote.
Yeah. No,
I forgot 90% of that.
yeah. G Gundam is the problem is G Gundam has really weak designs in my opinion. Um It was designed to
Yeah.
sell toys. It more than any other Gundam, I think it was designed to sell toys,
I mean,
and they
you
just
can't
went
say
with
that.
whatever they
Build-
thought of.
I would
Build
argue no,
divers
because each
exists.
individual
Build
show was
divers
always designed
exist,
to
but
sell
then
toys.
proceeded to make some almost all the G Gundam designs better. I actually like build divers,
Yeah, you can't
especially
say
Re-Rise.
My favorite primary Gundam, just because of the character design, is still the American Gundam. The start of the
You
fight,
would.
he's just a boxer. He's just a literal Gundam boxer. No, sorry, gunslinger. He unlocks the boxer if he starts losing.
I mean, the Maxter's themed off of a lot of stuff. He's mostly themed off of football, if you ask me.
You're talking about the American.
Yeah,
in-
I
yeah,
am
the
looking
Gundam
it up right
Maxter.
now myself.
like the mech is football, but he himself is a boxer.
Yeah.
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 weird
What
choice,
isn't
but
his name like
okay.
Davy Crockett Chibity or something like that?
I
Yeah.
am looking that up right now.
Okay, having a fucking mobile suit named Davy Crockett.
No,
is
that's the
actually
pilot's name.
I am looking it up right now. 1 second. It's Gundam Max Tier. Maxter.
Maxter. Maxter.
Give me a second. From Neo America. It's piloted by Boxer Shibidel Crockett.
Okay.
CHI.
So Crockett is his last name.
Yeah.
Now I'm just thinking Davy Crockett.
He has a football helmet and shoulder pads, but when he unlocks quote unquote his special moves, the shoulder pads pop off and become boxing gloves.
I mean, there's always the French one, the Rose Gundam.
Oh, that's just a straight up French knight.
It would also
1 to
be.
1.
It would be probably the strongest Gundam in any out of the set in any normal Gundam series without the superpowers because it has funnels.
Oh yeah, when he unlocks this thing, apparently he also drops his front plate and he takes your shoulder pads into his hands. And this is from the Gundam fan wiki.
Yeah.
But the artwork is
pretty
correct.
reliable wiki, so I don't. So that's. On the very least, is not as exactingly detailed as the Star Wars wiki. It has an article on water.
Oh god, that's right. Water. It has the highest body count in the universe. Water.
Yeah,
It also
this is
saves
important.
the most bodies in the universe.
I want to because there's another beach level, but she's in a swim outfit right here. So we're going to take a screenshot. Not what I want. Screenshot button, and then come back to this.
Ugly dudes with great personalities and their hot wife.
So here's one for you. I hit Mad Ducks up earlier about the Atlas and overall. So here's what he responded with. Quote, Atlas and overall and a grass hat would be great.
I'm not saying Mario's ugly per se, but he's got that, at least with the caveman up, he's got that goblin energy of like shorter, stockier dudes.
Look. Lots of ladies are into the dad bod.
This is true.
I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just that's where my brain went. Okay,
Here's
the
my
Snow Pool's
retort
actually
to
mine,
Mad
just
Ducks. It's an Atlas cosplaying the most OP character in Dragon Ball Z. The God-fearing farmer.
Oh God. That.
Oh yeah, that character.
Bridge?
Protect me, gun!
Oh God, my marijuana patch.
Oh, it gets even better than that.
Okay,
I
back to
gotta
the
say
power
something
suit.
cool and intimidating. Hey, you! Yeah, farmer.
Genius, farmer. I've been watching the what is the word?
The rewatch when the guys go back and give credit or criticize their own work.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, I'm on.
director commentary. That's the words I'm looking for.
Yes. The most recent
wrong
one
button.
is the episodes 3 through 5 from.
The most recent one
Not-
came out earlier, either yesterday or today, and is at
Yeah,
35, where Yamcha
you're
gets
probably thinking
Yamcha'd.
No,
yeah,
no,
you're
no,
thinking
no,
about,
not
you're
that
probably
one.
thinking about the
I'm
Taka
thinking of
cut.
the other guy, the other writer. I'm thinking of the
Oh
other
yeah,
writer.
Takahata. That's not the most
Thank
recent
you, that was
video
the
for
word.
it, though.
Yeah, that
Uh,
must have been released in the last 48 hours.
yeah, it
'cause
was
I was
today,
watching Takahata like 2 days ago.
because they drop them on Saturdays, is when they drop
If
each
you go
episode.
to if you go to Takahata's VOD channel, you can watch like the full VOD where he was doing that.
Yeah, he on the TF table or TF whatever Team 4-Star YouTube channel.
Yeah,
They
4-star
uploaded
fan
his
sub.
reactions to episodes 3 through 5, or is it 2 through 5? One of the two. And so it was a nice long stream of him just criticizing his own self and his own jokes, and it was
Mhm.
actually very
Yeah.
fun.
That's what they've been doing with the thing that they're doing. Because you have to be able to criticize yourself.
I feel like Team 4-Star, just how YouTube works, cannot break out of Dragon Ball stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
thought they're,
that's what they were known for forever. That was literally how they got started.
Yeah.
Everybody knows them.
I know,
That's
but
their
it's like
most
they tried to do
known
Mission
thing.
Abridged, and then they did Hellsing Ultimate Abridged, got some good traction with that.
Oh, they
Uh,
finished that. The
Yeah, I know.
final showing online of that alone, there is a mad lad who gave them 4 sets of 10,000 bits
Hmm.
from the same dude. And
Yeah.
if I remember
Let's
the
see.
ratio at the time, it was 1 bit per dollar.
Yeah, last I saw, they had this thing where they were playing Dragon Ball games, and they had Hiffle.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Xenoverse.
Hiffle
I
is still
hated
ongoing.
the combo system in
Yep.
Xenoverse.
And Hiffle's like a full ass animation thing going on, so
Yeah.
it's
I don't
still
know.
growing as artists. I just feel like they're kind of a bit pigeonholed into Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the majority of their content. They do other stuff on the side. They did the dub for Hells. I don't know if that ever got them anywhere, but they're all excellent
That
voice
was
actors. Most of the cast has gone on to do a lot of different things.
Yep.
I am a little
the
sad they're
girl
never
who
gonna do the Boo Saga, because the Boo
To be
Saga is when I actually got to start watching Dragon Ball.
To be fair,
Come on, it would have
the
been
Boo
hilarious.
Saga had a lot of filler. They've already hit burnout 3 times over at this point.
Yeah.
They've
Oh
even
no,
said so
I
themselves.
understand. You don't
Oh,
need to
yeah.
justify why they didn't. Like, I totally
Yeah.
understand. That doesn't mean I'm not, like, in another life.
Yeah, and come on, it would have been hilarious seeing fucking not Nappa, fuck, Popo.
Good old not
The
Nappa.
fight scene between like Super Saiyan Goten and Trunks and Popo.
Mm.
Or just fucking Gohan becoming a superhero.
Can we all take a minute
Saiyaman!
and mourn what they did to poor Gohan? The
I
dude
mean,
was built up for too long to replace Goku as the mainline
Yeah.
contender. Oh my lord, he had so much good.
I'm
From
guessing.
episode 1, he nearly knocked out Raditz.
I'm guessing it was a bit of executive meddling.
It was
not
executive
a-
meddling all the way.
executive
was
isn't the right
executive.
word. It was his editor. Mind you, his editor is also the guy who told him not to do the old man and the mime as the androids and instead do the teenagers, because it was originally going to be just the old man and the mime. So sometimes the editor wins, sometimes the editor loses. And in all reality, the fans wanted more Goku.
Yeah, I mean, there is something to be said for that. Still don't like it, but there's something to be said for it. Yeah. Wait, they actually made this thing. Oh, that's gross. I'm putting it in here.
What?
What'd you find?
Oh, D&D has an item for the Hand of Glory.
What is it?
The mummified hand of a thief that emits a light that only the spellcaster carrying it can see.
This is the hand of glory.
This is the hand that feeds you, the hand that
remember,
sees you, and the
remember
hand that's
seeing
gonna tuck you in tonight.
remember seeing a post that thieves can't isn't purely the slaying of criminals, but it is the languages used by the dispossessed in
It's
society.
That
If we
depends
want,
entirely on what your setting is.
yeah, but if we
Mhm.
want like examples, it would be Hebrew or like what was it, Romani in medieval times.
Probably a couple Native
from
American languages too.
Mm-hmm.
from
That's
record quote.
that's
It's got
assuming.
no gas in it, and also I really like the addition of Android 17 and 18.
Yeah. No, that's assuming that you're making Thieves' Cant something like that. Like traditionally in older D&D, Thieves' Cant was like
Technically, you
just code that they had figured out.
it can also be Cockney rhyming slang.
I mean, it could well be
I
something like that.
personally believe Thieves' Cant is nothing more than meme culture.
I mean, it could be. I mean, that you could run a setting like that.
Yep.
It's literally just meme culture and meme culture only.
Oh boy. You guys have probably already heard this, but just in case to put it officially on stream, I'm of the opinion that the reason we have not run into aliens yet is because they're harvesting us for our memes. Because any species that could manage to travel across the gap between solar systems doesn't need anything we have. So,
That's
it
Probably.
tracks the only thing we'd have that they'd want, that they couldn't get easier elsewhere, would be our culture. They're after our memes, man. They're after our memes.
they're after our fresh memes.
Do androids dream of electric memes?
I mean, the only
They
memes
dream
that
of
can turn
Bender.
be electric.
They dream of Bender and they have nightmares of Zoidberg.
D.
Hey. Yeet.
The breakdown. He is having signal troubles.
The breakdown is facing
Oh, no.
a breakdown in communications.
Breakdown got Comstart again.
You should stop doing that.
Yeah, stop trying to leak sensitive information. We love you. We want you to live.
I don't leak sensitive information. They don't pay me enough. The leaks don't pay me enough. The government pays me too good to keep my mouth shut.
Indeed.
Government, we want you to leak this. Nope. Why? You pay me too much.
Every time I see one of those coin stacks bouncing away, I just have flashbacks to the first one that yeeted itself into oblivion.
It was never meant to
I
be.
shall return to my people. Ooh.
I must go. My planet needs me. Whoop. Or alternatively, the coin stack. I yearn for the sweet embrace of death.
No.
Man, fucking hammer, bro. Shoot fireball. Goddamn.
So, Storm Song, what was your character's name again in the Free Birth campaign?
Yorick Warraven.
Does your character have tinnitus after I used a pistol just to shoot a bug right off your back or your
Look,
front?
when you're a medieval heavy metal guitarist, either you have tinnitus or you don't. The gun probably did nothing new. No
For
offense to you.
context, he had a sturgeon, a bug slugger, a giant bug stuck to his front or back. I was ignored until I got into melee combat for like several rounds, and I was just shooting bugs one off. Just if I hit, it just auto died because my flat damage was more than their flat AC or
Nope.
HP.
Okay, that's not gonna work then. I
So
have no idea how to get up to that,
Yep.
so I'm not gonna worry about it now.
one bug got really lucky and latched himself onto him. I took offense to this. Get off my coworker. Rolled a hit. Jam.
Yep.
Cyan Gunslinger. Rolled a hit for off weapon. Get off my coworker.
Oh, by the way,
Yep.
lads, this is what
Yes?
peak male performance looks like.
Erection, Your Honor.
Correction, Your Honor. The system froze again.
Convection, Your Honor.
So you look like a stick.
I am a fruit, good sir.
I mean, you don't have to call yourself that. That's pretty abusive.
I will call myself whatever I want.
You are a beautiful lady and you know it.
Not that. That is incorrect.
Oh.
Gender is for the peasantry.
On a couple certain websites, they allow you to choose every flavor in the rainbow. In addition to that, there is one hidden somewhere that I'm not going to name here that allows you to choose the option of a potato. So somewhere in the webs, my gender is potato.
Alright, that's very 2000s internet, but okay.
I mean,
I mean-
Actually, it's more recent because they include all
I know,
genders.
but potato
but,
is
but yeah.
I'd also make
Potato
was that
is-
random nonsense thing that people found both cute and kind of funny.
I'd also
Potato is
say
the old
2000s
tongue.
internet sums up a lot of the senses of humor of a large chunk of the ox.
I mean, yeah. Most of us are in our 30s or something, except for the ones that aren't.
Thank
This
you
is
for
Storm
reminding
Song's
me how
guide.
old I am.
This is Storm Song's guide on how to never be wrong.
Never make a definitive statement.
Never
Never
admit
say
fault.
anything worth saying, and no one will try to correct you.
Yeah, but you also reminded me that I'm in my 30s. Mid-30s at that.
Oh, you poor thing.
What was that one? It's like, so you're telling me that this Caesar salad is named for a guy that died over 50 years ago? I hate that that number isn't technically wrong.
Size in history class.
Yeah. Look, he said over 50 years ago, so again, he's not technically wrong.
You know, I keep seeing where moons are on the line of moons that you have collected on the stream, and it's like right next to Storm Song's face. And I keep thinking, it's like, why does Storm Song have all those moons?
Because Storm Song sang the moon into existence when Eru Iluvatar first made him.
Funny, because when Breakdown first said, "Let there be light," they turned out the sun.
Oh god, that just reminded me. So, whenever I sometimes write some silly characters, and I like to give them overpowered abilities and such. One of my favorites is a light elemental spell that is literally just named First Day. It gathers all of the light in an area into the person's hand and then detonates it in someone else's face.
That's so mean.
So, Dragon Ball Z Dragon Fist.
Fucking laser bomb bullshit.
Yeah.
Photon bombs, whatever you want to call it.
One of my favorite things to do for D&D characters is to give them a jokey, haha, "Hey, I know this language." "What language is that?" "Infernal." Just starts talking to the head priest in Demon.
Yep, about that. About that. About that.
And then
Comes-
the head priest
Comes to find out, the high priest understands me perfectly,
Exactly.
and
Uh-oh.
I just cussed him out for the first 30 minutes.
Um, but no, another one is Deadbolt, which is enough electricity to cause a photonic boom.
Oof.
Oh no!
And Stormsong,
Oh
you should
no.
understand where I got that concept from.
Yes, I do.
What's a character from an animation thing that creates something that knocks all the light away from an area?
Actually, you know what? I don't think I do know what you're talking about. I think my brain was in a different place.
The Sonic Rain Boom.
Oh, oh yes. Happy,
That is
happy Bernie
straight.
noises intensify.
Yeah, that is straight up what inspired that.
Yeah.
Though I only found out about it because the Rainbow Dash versus
Sonic the Hedgehog death battle.
not Sonic, Starscream.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I killed them.
Sorry.
I actually don't remember what happened to that.
If it's Sonic versus Rainbow Dash loses.
I actually don't know
Sonic's
about.
OP.
Yeah, but
I'm-
the Sonic Rain Boom is like a pretty big fuck off feat.
Oh, that does not compare. That does not
Ow.
compare to Supersonic though, at all.
I mean, it kind of depends
That's
on who's writing and this and that and the other thing.
Yeah.
That said, I generally put Sonic versus Rainbow Dash into the same category. I put Goku versus Superman, which is they're the same bloody character, mate.
They're not, but in both those
Also,
cases.
before he passed on, one of the official writers quite literally stated, and I quotes, Goku versus Superman. Superman loses. Fuck.
I mean,
I'm so
that's
damn
quite
tired, I might
possible.
forget his name.
It also
Actually,
again
That
depends
depends
on who
on
the writer is.
yeah, which Superman, who the writer is. There's a lot of details that go into that. Also,
Commensurate.
what point of
Yeah.
Goku?
And then also the question of like, do they have commensurate access, etc.
What was
blah, blah.
his name? Died in the last several years. Marvel.
Jim, or not Jim.
The primary guy that wrote Spider-Man. Actually invented Spider-Man.
Yeah, yeah, the big guy,
Yeah.
the old dude. He was in all his own movies because things.
Wait, he
Yeah.
wasn't the writer for Spider-Man though, or for Superman, not Spider-Man.
No, but his official statement on it.
Yeah, but
literally
his
said,
official statement doesn't mean dick. Stan Lee doesn't write Superman.
Yeah,
That
you're right. What am I? Yeah, Stan Lee wrote Thor.
He also wrote parts of Spider-Man.
Yeah, but he didn't write Superman. Superman and Goku. We would have to have a Superman writer on that one, and even then, again, the writer is likely to say that their character would win. That's kind of what writers do.
Okay. Same fight, but the perspective of Toriyama and fuck, who was the original writer for Superman again?
So the problem is also that you're comparing characters who have very different themes with them.
Yeah.
Superman, this has actually gone over in the death battle for the two, but
Mhm.
I'm gonna repeat it here because it does
Yeah.
bear repeating.
Man who transcends all limits versus the man who has no limits.
Yeah, the man who will who works to push through those limits. That's the whole thing. It's about the fact Goku is about surpassing your limits, while Superman is about a man whose only limits are those he sets for himself.
When I was saying that they're the same damn character, and they're really not. I am being somewhat facetious there.
More than
More
somewhat.
what I got was like, why would our two ultra good super fighters of ultra
Goku's
power
not-
even fight each other in
Brainiac.
the first place?
Goku's
other
not
than for
Brainiac.
fun.
good. He just
Brainiac.
cares about fighting. It
Brainiac.
just so happens that most of the strongest people, at least from Z onward, were kind of assholes.
Yeah.
Not only that, but he was never on the scene when he should have been. He was always mostly dead.
Why don't you remember your place and wait for Goku?
Yeah,
Because if
remember,
he waited for Goku,
he
he
gave
would have been in a
Hella
box.
fucking sensu bean.
Yeah.
Also,
He also let him
also-
eat the android.
Quack.
Into the abyss.
Farewell, naked Mario.
Quack.
Okay, so we are coming up on our last 12 minutes of the stream.
Yep.
Um,
I'll work on getting back to the ship so we can deposit these moons and save. And
And just a reminder to peeps that tomorrow night, Mr. Bunkburner will be streaming that. I'm not sure if he's streaming Nebulous or something else. He was streaming something else last week. It involves submarines.
I need to get like a
Could be
GZ
either.
Doom, Free Doom going, and
Either way,
Yeah,
the
I'll
point
probably
is,
do
if you
some
want to
cool-
watch some naval and or space naval shenanigans, he's your man. Coins.
Also, Space Quack.
Quack, 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 quack.
the majestic space duck.
Quack,
Quack.
quack. Went
Happy
the
quack,
duck.
quack.
The
Happy quack.
loathsome duck.
Happy Quack.
It's-
Finally,
it
Happy
is-
Quack.
hey, you got any grapes?
I
Quack.
hate you.
You love me, don't you lie?
Yeah, you're right.
Rale, before you go, what is the dad joke of the day?
You missed this earlier, but over 5/4 of all people admit that they're bad with fractions.
Eh.
Oh wait, ship is over here.
Photons have mass? I didn't know they were Catholic.
Oh, that's a good one.
10 out of 10.
I can credit that one to Waltzworth from Fallout 3.
Since I won't be
fuck?
here to tell it tomorrow, tomorrow's dad joke is I've heard that balloons are really scared of music, especially pop music.
Do it for the vine.
I was about to say.
Speaking of
keep it going.
vines.
I miss
Hey,
Vine.
Foxy Kiwi, what would you do if Rale showed up just in his underwear and a sombrero?
No, not even. Just a sombrero. Nothing else.
And now Rale gets to wait in suspense for the answer. He's pretending that Yep.
You have to realize I work from
Tuesday.
home. I work
Oh,
from home,
yeah.
and other than taking the dog out to go potty, clothing is optional.
This is true.
This is true.
As long as you're on any kind of Discord call or any kind of whatever call media you want to use here, you only need clothes from the waist up.
So, real quick, we're not going to unlock it today because there's 24 moons left, and we're moving on to another game because the post game is just going to be me running around. We're not going to make any plot developments. But the final level, is the dark side of the moon, and it's all the really hard stuff that will beat me into the ground, like I'm a baby seal.
From Foxy. Wait, you put on clothes to take the dog out?
Look,
That's from Whacker.
Yeah, that's from Whacker.
Oh,
I put on at the very least pants and a robe.
so
And
you become
that's
a tradition.
sweatpants. Yeah, no, I like.
Let's avoid a.
I don't like my
That's
neighbors
good.
that much. All my
Plus.
neighbors are old people.
That's so mean.
Well, there is a certain community in Florida who are putting
If you do it, you might
crunchies
inspire one of your neighbors
on
to do
their
it.
cars.
Yeah.
And each scrunchie, sorry, no, that's loofah. Each loofah has a separate meaning.
You are a champion. You have gone to the moon and gotten all of the cheese.
Now,
You
send the
do
princess
this.
to the moon.
Actually, Storm, I think you missed it, but whenever we first launched to the moon, I sang "Fly me to the moon" to kick
Nice.
that dick bag in the face. Anywho, everybody have a beautiful evening and
We gotta fight the
great
moon
time.
tracer for the moon cheese.
Happy moon cheese!
Have a good night. Sleep well.
Bye!